Cool. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Midnight Movies. I am your co-host, Cody.
And I'm the other co-host, Nikki.
Cool. And today we finish off Found Footage Week with Chronicle of Narnia.
Chronicles of Narnia. Wait, no, we don't finish off.
Yeah, we... Oh, no. Never mind.
You lied.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have Creep next
that's true. Okay, fair enough.
Sorry.
I guess I get confused because I haven't seen Creep, so...
We will end it here. Sorry.
Sorry. We're ending it now, actually. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Short episode.
We're continuing on with Chronicle, directed by Josh Trank.
Yes.
Exciting times. I guess we'll get into it. Nikki, what's your experience with Chronicle?
This was one... I feel like I might have said this last time. I can't remember. But this was one of those hotel movies for me. And I watched it with my sisters. I'm pretty sure both of them. I loved it. When I first watched it, I thought it was such a good movie. I mean, I like to spoil my feelings. I know this will be your next question, but I still like it. There are some parts where they didn't hold up as well. I mean,
we can get into some of those parts.
Let me see. I mean, this is in 2012.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I mean, the world was ending that year.
It was.
It was very understandable.
You have to rush to get these movies out in 2012. The world was ending.
The Mayans predicted it.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point of it could be over. We could be in hell right now. I'm not for sure.
I wouldn't question
it. I wouldn't either. If someone told me that, I'd be like, you're probably right.
You're like, oh, so true.
100%. But no, I mean... I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it again watching it. It's a movie that I didn't go back to, though. I think this is only like the second or third time I've seen this. What about you?
I think I'm right there with you. Mm-hmm. I watched this not in theaters at the time. Mm-hmm. I was kind of at this point done with found footage, with like the numerous amount of paranormal activities that have come out. And like one specific found footage movie was like kind of the nail in the coffin for me. It was called The Devil Inside.
I remember.
We might have talked about this before, but I think during Blair Witch or something like that. But The Devil Inside was so bad that I was just like, I'm done with found footage. So when Chronicle came out, I skipped it in theaters entirely. I was like, I don't care, whatever. Around later of 2012, like between June and September, so before I got my job at Margaret.
At Margaret,
I was staying in a hotel for a while. Kind of just, I had nowhere to stay, so I was kind of staying in a hotel. And it used to be a thing that I would do is I would go to Redbox, and I would rent movies for like $1. And then what I do, the statute of limitations, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to rip those movies off of the DVD and burn them onto my own DVDs.
Allegedly.
He
would
Minecraft.
Do that. This is just such a fun, silly story you've made up for me, Cody.
But it was like a cheap way for me to have movies without being able to buy them, so that way I could rewatch them. For someone who didn't have a job at the time and didn't have like any way of buying movies, it was the next best thing.
I mean, it's fine.
But one of those movies was Chronicle. Eventually, like, I had heard good things about it. Apparently, it was like this hidden gem in the roughness of all this found footage. And so I was like, I'll give it a shot. And yes, I did watch it in a hotel room. And I remember, just like you, I loved it at the time. I thought it was fantastic. Nowadays, rewatching it, doesn't entirely hold up. There's things about this movie that I do love.
Yeah.
But it is of its time, I feel like.
It definitely is.
And also it's a remake of Carrie. No, I'm just kidding. I do have right here as a joke.
Do you have Carrie?
I have my novelization. It started off as a novel. I have my novel of Carrie right here. And I know all of you guys at home are thinking, but Cody, Stephen King month is over. What's the deal? This is our podcast. We can talk about whatever we want.
Whatever we want.
How dare you presume? No, I'm just kidding.
Look how crazy the audio's going right now.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. It's fine. We're just blowing out people's eardrums.
Seriously.
But no, for the longest time I joked that Chronicle was kind of a remake of Carrie.
Kind of. I can see this.
You can see it, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. There's things in there that's like similarities. And I actually looked up today. Carrie was an influence from Josh Trank on Chronicle. So
really? Okay.
I'm not totally invalidated.
No, it's like, you're correct.
I mostly used to say that to one of my coworkers back in the day, and it would make him angry that I would say that.
You know what? I just now realized I didn't look up any fun facts about this movie.
Oh, what?
I know. I was so focused on making sure I got everything chronologically. Oh, I wrote down 3. Never mind. I did. I wrote
Is
down
one
3.
of those fun facts that another influence on this movie is Akira?
Yes. I didn't write that down, but I did see that.
Okay.
And I looked up what Akira was because I've heard of it before.
Oh, you didn't know? I figured you, the anime fan,
Yes.
would know about Akira.
No, I've heard of it.
Because even I've seen Akira, and I'm not an anime fan.
No, yeah, I've never seen it, but I kind of wanted to watch it after seeing it because it's basically this movie.
I kind of wish I had a chance to rewatch Akira before this, but like I had totally forgot that Akira was kind of an influence on this movie until like today.
No, exactly. Well, and I guess this movie's like Akira because there's it's from what I read, it seemed very similar.
There are similarities, mostly with just like young people get powers bestowed on them against their will. One of them goes crazy, and the other one has to fight the other. So there are similarities there. Akira's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I didn't really like it, but that's because I saw 3 movies in theaters in one day, and one of them was Akira, and it was the last one, so I was like tired and grumpy, so I was like, this movie's not as great as people thought.
Why would you do that to yourself? That was crazy.
How old was I at the time? I was like 23, 24.
Had a free day.
I just had a free day. I didn't have to go to work. Like, I finally had enough money to go to the movies. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go and see 3 movies in theaters.
What were the other 2?
The other 2 were, the first one of the day was the Beauty and the Beast remake, which was fine. It was whatever.
Yeah, with Emma Watson?
Yeah, with Emma Watson. And then the second one was Kong Skull Island, which was another movie at the time that I thought was just okay, but I've come around to it and think it's a fun
I don't think I've seen Kong Skull Island, because that's not the same one with Jack Black in it, right?
No, that's the Peter Jackson remake.
Okay.
Kong Skull Island's got Sam Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, fucking John Goodman. It's got everybody.
Oh, John Goodman. Okay.
Yeah, John Goodman being a good man, as opposed to 10 Cloverfield Lane, which he was a bad man.
Not a good man, yeah. But
anyway, I guess we're here to talk about Chronicle.
I suppose we could get into it now.
Maybe.
But yeah, so the budget for this was $15 million.
Very low budget.
It was, and
it kind of shows at points. We'll talk about it.
Sometimes, yeah. And then the box office was $126.6 million.
Yeah, this was a huge hit.
Oh yeah,
especially for a newcomer director like Josh Trank.
And also, I feel like the actors in it didn't do a lot before it.
No,
this
not
is
really.
Like young Michael B. Jordan.
Very young. This isn't his first movie, but this is like probably his first like recognizable film where it's like people can be like, oh,
like Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, this guy's good.
Yeah. Honestly, the best actor in this movie. Oh yeah.
I'll make a case for Dane DeHaan because I think he does really good in this too. But Michael B. Jordan has the charisma that just permeates the entire screen. He takes over any moment that he's in.
Handsome guy too. Handsome.
I mean, yeah, it's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I will say though, he looks very different from like the beard that he rocks nowadays. Like definitely. It's very babyface Michael B. Jordan.
Once you see this, or like, you know, from him in Sinners that just came out, and then you watch this, it's like, whoa.
It's almost like the dude aged 14 years.
And honestly, I think he was in his like mid to late 20s too. Like he wasn't even that young when he did this. I feel like
everyone in this cast was like very young.
Yeah.
How old was Dane DeHaan when this came out? He's about 40 now, so he would have been like early 30s.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think even Michael B. Jordan, I think he was around like 27, maybe? when he did this? I don't know. I looked it up. So. I can't remember. It was
Michael B. Jordan, since I know you're listening, comment down below. Let us know how old you were when you filmed Chronicle.
If he was listening. Oh, goodness.
Also, was Max Landis as bad of a person as he is reported to be?
Dang. I mean, probably. Isn't that...
He's a screenwriter for this. And he's also John Landis' son.
Didn't I read somewhere that they had to, like, kick him off the set?
Probably. I think Josh Trank has said, like, having him on set was, like, weird vibes and stuff like that. No, I basically cut ties with him after this movie
I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, I read that he had to kick him off the set at one point because he said he was just being so inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
That he was like, you need to go. Which, I mean... Thank goodness, because that doesn't happen a lot, apparently, in Hollywood. So,
yeah, not really. Harvey Weinstein went a long time without any kind of backlash.
Yeah, so the fact that Trank was like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
I mean, at the same time, Josh Trank has had his own problems. I don't know if you know anything about Josh Trank.
Yeah, oh God, no.
So after this, he did the Fantastic Four remake in 2015. And... like, apparently the studio... This is all allegedly. This is stuff that I heard.
Yes.
At the time. But basically, the studio wasn't happy with the film. And so they went in, they forced him to do reshoots. To basically, like, the movie that I believe Josh Trank wanted to make ended up just being completely different than the final movie. And basically, Josh Trank went through and burned just about every bridge in Hollywood. Since Chronicle, he has only made Fantastic Four from 2015, and then movie Capone in 2020, and that's it. That's all he's made.
Okay, so did he like crash out, or?
He would post on social media of just like 20th Century Fox butchered my film and stuff like that.
Okay,
like, he went crazy mode.
I mean, I get it. You had a vision. The vision was crushed by.
Yeah, but he should have taken a page from David Ayer's side of things. If you know about the original Suicide Squad, that movie was also cut to hell. But like David Ayer came out and was just like, it's my bad. Movie didn't turn out that well, but whatever.
I mean, it happens a lot. I mean, since we've been doing this, I feel like there's been several movies that I'm like, yeah, and they totally like reshot the whole movie or edited it completely differently than what they wanted.
I feel like you get into that when you cover more of the big budgeted like Hollywood films. Like Fantastic Four is like a studio film. It's a Marvel, quote unquote Marvel movie. Yeah. It's a 20th Century Fox Marvel movie.
No, I feel like with movies like that, I'm not really looking at it like, oh, this director, this is what they wanted in this movie. It's definitely what the studio wanted. And I'm sure some people don't look at it, like view it like that immediately, but it really is just what the studio wants. It's not the director.
At the end of the day, it's the producers who are funding the film, and if there are certain things that they don't want, then it goes.
Exactly. Anyway,
Chronicle.
So the film opens up, and it's kind of a down vibe.
Yeah, a little bit. By the way, spoilers from here on out.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we gave our little, like, we liked it at the time. We still kind of like it, but not as well as we used to. Yeah. So that's our little bit for non-spoilers. So now we're getting to spoilers. But yeah, we start off, we see our protagonist and our villain of the movie. He kind of serves both roles.
Yeah.
But he's turning on a camera. His dad's banging on his door, like, open your goddamn door. And he's like, no, I'm not going to. Like, you're drunk. I'm going to film everything from now on.
And it's just like, I know, it's very sad that he feels the need to film everything. I mean, good on him to do that, but you could, like, he obviously doesn't feel safe anymore in his own home.
Understandably, this father is the worst.
Oh yeah, no, he sucks, like, big time.
Like, so much so that it's just like, he should have died.
No, like, drop him. But no, I'll talk about it later. But there's one point where the dad gets mad at him and he's yelling at him for money and stuff. And I'm like, well, alcohol costs money. Don't know if you knew that.
Also, like Andrew mentions at one point that his dad goes out during the day, but he has no idea
He doesn't
what
have a
he's
job.
doing. So it's like maybe he's blowing money somewhere that way. Maybe
Exactly.
on drugs. Who knows?
Well, it's just like, yeah, it's like, where are you going? And then, we find out that Andrew's mother is sick as well. And
this poor mother, like, she seems like the sweetest
she seems like a
person.
sweetie.
Because, like, Andrew comes in, he's got the camera there, and she's just like, it's a very nice camera and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I don't look bad, do I?
Yeah, like, she's like, do I look at my camera ready?
I'm ready for my close-up.
Yeah, she seems super sweet, but I can't remember did they say what she had?
I don't think so. To me, it kind of looks like cancer.
Yeah, possibly, but she is bedridden.
In pain constantly.
And she has trouble breathing, it seems. Like, she needs to be turned over a lot.
Yeah, maybe she has, like, a lung cancer or something like that. Or maybe, like, a degenerative lung disease or something like that. But, yeah, she's got the air tubes going through to help her breathe. And it's just, like, we get a very clear picture at the very beginning of Andrew's life.
Exactly, yeah. Because then, as he's filming, we're also seeing... Because he takes his camera to school. And this thing is huge.
Yeah. Very, very high quality, too, for 2012.
Definitely. And also, I was going to say, I'm so surprised they allowed him
to take the camera
this.
to school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, because I had a camera when I was in middle school. And I used to sneak it in to my backpack. Which is weird, because I never filmed anything at school, so I don't know why I took it with me.
You were just always ready.
Just to have it, I guess.
Break it out.
But yeah, it does seem surprising that no one in this school, other than other students, think that it's weird that he has a camera.
Well, okay, I have a story that's not mine. But my middle sister...
Plagiarism, how dare you.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
My middle sister, this is when, like, cell phones were, like, just now starting to come out with cameras in them.
Oh, yeah.
And my sister had one, and I think she was calling or texting my mom or something. I don't know, like, she was texting someone. I can't remember. But she was caught with the phone, and she was, I believe, had in-school suspension.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. She got in trouble of some sort. Sorry, I'm butchering your story, Alyssa. But she got in huge trouble for just having a camera phone. And it's like she wasn't taking pictures of anyone, taking video or anything like that. She was literally just texting on it, and they're like,
Interesting. I feel like my school, like, the worst that they do is just confiscate your phone and just be like, you'll get it back at the end of the day, sort of thing.
It's crazy. I don't know. It's just, and the fact that Andrew just says,
he just has this big hulking camera. Like, we have a camera that we're recording on, and it's just like...
It's tiny.
It's like eighth the size as this camera is.
It's wild.
It almost looks like a camera that you would just have on a film set.
And it really does. I was like, oh, so they just gave him...
Yeah, it's like the director's just like, here, hold this expensive camera that we're just going to film this movie on.
But apparently this one was the cheaper one. The first camera he had was on the
because the second
side.
one is like a $500 camera that he has. Which I don't think Andrew paid for, because, like, Matt says, like, I'll get you a new camera.
No, it was Matt.
When the incident happens.
That we'll get to.
We'll get to.
It was definitely his cousin Matt that we meet here soon, actually.
In the car. And he is the most early 2010s kid I have ever seen.
Insane. And also, I will say, his character,
go back and forth on.
Yeah.
He seems very pretentious at the very beginning of this movie, because he's talking about, like, philosophy and stuff like that.
He's just one of those guys that...
I've gone to high school with guys like this.
I feel like a lot of us have met a guy like this, where they act like they're smarter than you, a little... They know philosophy... and then even later when he's talking to that girl that he likes, he's being so condescending, and, like, he's trying to act like, oh, like, I don't even care that you're here. Like, oh, even though I came knocking on your door, like, I'm not going to pay attention to you.
Fair enough. At the same time, I feel like they have a back and forth where they're snarky with each other.
I feel like that was so weird that she was into that.
I found it weird that he even went. Like, we'll get to that scene when we eventually get to it, where he like goes to her house and like presents that thing to her.
And the whole thing, their whole dynamic was very weird to me.
It is very weird,
and I was like, I don't know if that'll last.
And maybe
but okay.
maybe they did it because they need to put in like a romantic subplot, but it's like you can't give it to our main character because he's going to be the villain.
Because he is going to be the villain, yeah.
At the same time, like, Darth Vader also had a love interest in this prequel, so
That's
I guess
true.
you can make it work.
Yeah, they could have, but no. But yeah, like, you can kind of see just Andrew's day-to-day life at school. He seems to be kind of a loner.
He's kind of bullied on.
Very much bullied.
Kind of like the protagonist of a different story that we can talk about right now.
Right here.
Yeah, there are a lot of similarities in this between Carrie and Chronicle. Like, the abusive parent that we have, granted, Margaret White, the mother from Carrie, is not an alcoholic.
No,
but she is overly religious and very much like physically and mentally abusive to Carrie.
Oh yeah.
So also Carrie only has one parent, whereas Andrew has two, but technically one because his mom can't. Technically not, because even the father is...
Well, yeah, it's like they're both just very much absent in his life.
Andrew goes to school. He is bullied by a bunch of people. He's kind of a loner. Like we see, he has lunch by himself. He sits up in the bleachers, not around anybody, doesn't have like a social life of any kind.
Social circle at all. And the only person that we really see him interact with for a while is Matt. And at first I was like, oh, okay, like he has a friend. But then I find out that it's his cousin.
I mean, cousins can be your friends.
Cousins can be your friends, but I was like, oh, it seems like this might have been like a forced friendship at first. And I mean, later...
They kind of confirm that where Matt's just like, I like you now, but I used to not because you were kind of like hard to talk to.
Exactly. So I think that kind of solidifies where Matt's mom or something was probably like, hey, like, you need to look after Andrew. He's having a hard time.
Probably.
It seems like that's probably what happened.
I would also think that maybe Matt's mom was just like, your cousin's kind of lonely.
Oh, did I say Andrew's mom? I meant Matt's mom told him to look after Andrew.
I'm pretty sure both moms are just like...
Like, come on, be friends.
Be friends. Be nice to each other. Please. You guys are cousins.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild because I'm not close with my cousins like that.
I'm not either.
I have a whole side of my family, like a whole side of cousins that I don't even know about.
No, like my mom's side, I don't know any of those people at all.
They just show up one day and you're just like, Patrick, who are you people?
I hope they don't show up. But
we need money.
Oh God, I don't have it. Sorry.
Go somewhere else. Yeah. Go to a different family member.
And I mean, my dad's side of the family, like I know, like obviously I know most of them. I mean, we have a big family, but I mean, we're friendly enough. Yeah. Friends on Facebook.
Like I was closer with my cousins when I was younger, but like I was talking to my sister the other day of just like, I wish I knew my cousins better, but like I haven't really talked to them since I was in high school, so.
No, yeah, I was reflecting the other day too, and I'm like, I really wish that I wasn't so sad when I was a teenager.
Damn, we're getting depressing here on Midnight Movies.
But yeah, I wish I wasn't so sad and like didn't take things so seriously that didn't need to be taken seriously like that, and put more of an effort to just having fun. And being present and like, because I mean, I had friends, but I didn't really get close to any of them. And I definitely regret that. I wish that I would have been more present in my life during that point. But, hey, you live and you learn.
Well, I have no regrets. Burn! No, I'm just kidding.
Cody said, fuck you guys.
No, I'm not a very social person, so I'm fine with like the small amount of friends that I have. So.
Yeah. Well, now that I'm older, I very much appreciate who I have in my life.
Yeah, girl, I'm 34. Like I can't be socializing like
I understand.
Like I used to not.
Yeah, I know this is the most like social interaction I get. But that's okay. But anyways.
But yeah, Andrew's bullied a lot, kind of like Carrie White's bullied a lot. A little difference though, like Andrew, I feel like he has his bullies, but like mostly a bunch of people just leave him alone. Whereas Carrie White, like I feel like, especially in that Brian De Palma movie, the original, like nobody likes Carrie. Like
really, no, like, and I don't know why. She's just very much an outcast.
Yeah, she's just a girl.
She's just a girl. Just the girl I'm looking for. But yeah, we should definitely, maybe we'll do Carrie next Stephen King month.
And that would be nice.
That would
it's
be nice.
It's also a very short book. I can just knock it out.
See, there we go. But then, is this when Matt talks to him about the party?
Kind
of. A little later on after.
We get, like, a lot of his school life and stuff like that. Then we get, like, a brief moment where he's back at home. And, like, the father bursts in, beats him across the head, and just, like, when I tell you to open the door, you open that door and stuff like that. Just really, it kind of hammers home very strongly, like, where this character is going to go with his downfall. It almost kind of foreshadows it a lot.
No, it really does.
But it also paints a picture of just, like, you can understand. You may not agree with it, but you can understand, like, why he does what he does.
Well, and it's that thing where it's like you can go one of two ways with this. You can either let it affect you in a positive or a negative way. Mm-hmm. And, you know, positively, he could have done some great things and been like, you know, Dad, you're beneath me. Like, I'm going to...
You know what he should have done?
What should he have done?
Like, just the two instances that we saw, he could have taken this footage to the police... And probably had gotten charges pressed.
No, probably, yeah.
Especially with him bursting in and just, like, fucking hitting him across the head. But then
you can always think back to that maybe his dad had connections with the police because his dad...
Yeah, he's a firefighter.
He was a ex-firefighter.
But still, if you take it to court, like, that's damning evidence. Like... Your influence as, like, a former firefighter can only take you so far.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I don't know if he had connections with the police, and the police officer would have been like,
yeah, but you take it, like, in front of a judge, and...
I don't know, man. You know...
I don't know. Like, I get your point.
Yeah.
Like, I get that, like, if he got
there could have been some fear there.
They could have just, like, slid it in a file and just forgotten about it.
Exactly, yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, just take it to a judge and just be like, hey...
Yo,
my dad's beating the shit out of me. Can we get Child Protective Services in here or something?
Just like, kind of, please. I know, because he's in high school, but...
Yeah, I don't know how old he's supposed to be. He's a senior.
Okay, like, so probably like
him
17,
and his cousin,
18.
So he's probably around 17, 18, around that age.
Okay.
Probably not 18, because then he'd be a legal adult, and he could technically move out if he wanted to. Mm-hmm. So he's probably still 17 or something like that.
But then Matt was talking to him about this party. Mm-hmm. It's going to be happening
at, what is it, like some closed down or abandoned place?
It seems like it's like in a warehouse or something. I don't even know. I honestly...
Are we doing Halloween 5 where it's just everyone's at this barn just partying?
I don't know. It was strange. It seemed like a large warehouse of some sort, or a barn.
I think it's supposed to be a barn because it's like... I don't know.
That makes sense.
It's out near, like, a wooded area. Mm-hmm. So it's probably far outside, like, the outskirts of... I don't know how many barns are, like, out in Seattle.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe a warehouse. But, like, yeah, like, when we go into the woods to find the...
I should message my brother just impromptu because he lives out there and just be like...
barns out there?
Hey, how many barns are out in Seattle?
Hey, we only need that one. And yeah, it's like a rave. Like,
yeah, so I put down lights. Here, it's like, remember when raves were a thing?
I mean, raves are still a thing.
They're not as prominent as they used to be. I feel like raves were, like, a big thing in, like, the late 2000s, early 2010s. Mm-hmm. I feel like nowadays it's just, like, maybe it's just, like, the circle that I have
might be, yeah.
Of how old we are, but it's just, like, I never hear people go to raves anymore.
No, there's ravers, man. Have you seen those videos of, like, the people doing, like, they have the gloves?
No.
Yeah, they have gloves and they have, like, lights on them.
They have gloves?
And they have lights.
Guys, gloves confirmed.
And they have lights on them. And they, like, do, like, weird movements and shit with them. So, you know, obviously when people go to raves, they're usually, like, under the influence. And so they'll go up to people and do a little show for them.
That seems like a very bad idea, depending on what kind of trip you go on.
Exactly. I think they're trying to you're trying to have a good trip. And I know there's like a whole community, and they're all it's supposed to be very nice and safe.
That's so weird. That's also so Raven.
They're so Raven. And they do like this like...
That joke had more layers to it than I thought it would.
They have like this like handshake thing that they do, and then they like trade charm bracelets and stuff.
I think I've heard about the charm bracelets or something like that.
But yeah,
the gloves is new though.
It's cool.
You know what they should do? You don't remember the fushigi balls? Just have one of those going as well.
I mean, I'm sure they might.
Just like I'm from Labyrinth, and just do that.
But yeah, if you're a raver,
please message down below like how prominent are raves in a post-pandemic world.
Yeah, dude, I think they're still popping.
Yeah, that's weird because I don't think of raves anymore as being a thing. But yeah, they're at this rave. Matt tells him not to bring a camera because he thinks that it would be weird. Is it weird? I feel like that feels like a very normal thing to do.
I mean, that's the thing, because today, this day and age, because even later they talk about how, because there's the girl vlogger, or she calls it a blog, but she's crazy vlogging,
because who would vlog anything?
Who would video themselves doing anything?
Who would do that?
I don't know. Pretentious people, honestly.
Fourth wall break.
Sorry. But no, like, even later, the blogger girl, I think Matt asks her, like, isn't it weird that you're just going around filming stuff?
Okay, so maybe it's just Matt who thinks that it's weird.
Well, and that's the thing, too, because I feel like back then it might have been in 2012. Like,
I don't know. I feel like
But then, isn't that when vlogs were a thing?
YouTube was founded in, like, I think 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So I feel like late 2000s, early 2010s was, like, the blooming era of just, like...
filming shit.
Filming stuff. Like, we had Smosh coming out. We had fucking... I don't know. Was Game Grumps a thing back then?
I think so. I mean, I mainly know the gaming channels.
Yeah. We had Jack's Films. Like... We had these big, prominent people just starting, so I feel like it's not entirely a weird thing.
And I feel like a lot of early YouTube was people vlogging about their day-to-day life. So they were just whipping out a phone or, like, their camera, because it wasn't even their phone that they were filming on, it was their camera that they were filming themselves.
Yeah, they just pull out the latest iPhone and just start filming and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
they're like, let me just whip this out.
Honestly, I feel like wasn't too weird. And I mean, today, everyone's filming everything all the time.
Yeah, but I just think of, like, we even had that moment in Cloverfield where it's like Rob comes into his party and just, like, everyone has their phones out and stuff like that. I feel like it's not a weird thing to bring a camera to a party.
I don't think so. Maybe just the size of it, because like we said, it's massive.
It's huge. It draws attention to itself.
But I would just think that he was filming for, well, and I mean, maybe not, because I guess this isn't an actual club that they're in. They're in a freaking barn. So, I mean, it might be slightly strange. I would maybe avoid him, but I mean other than that,
he does kind of get creepy with it. He starts filming some of the girls.
Yeah, there's like some girls just enjoying their time, dancing.
They're just feeling, they're vibing.
They're raving out. Yeah. And yeah, he is just very much like, there's a zoom in on one girl and I'm like, oh, he's being a little creepy now. And her boyfriend goes over and is like, you're filming my girlfriend? Like, what the fuck? Which, fair.
Valid. But at the same time, that dude is drunk. So,
yeah.
Like, you can see it on him. He's like clearly drunk.
So, I mean, yeah, protect your
Which, by the way, they establish
partner,
in this rave where it's like, Matt's like, go have a drink. And Andrew says, I don't drink. They establish early on.
That'll come back later.
It'll come back later.
But so after he gets yelled at for filming women without
gets a drink thrown in his face.
Yes. He is now outside crying.
And that's when we get our Lord and Savior, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
God damn, even this early, he is so good. And his character's so likable. Like, he is my favorite character in this movie.
Honestly, I feel like we all have known someone in high school that was like this.
Oh, I've known people like this. Although they weren't as genuine as Steve is.
Really?
I feel like I've known a lot of people who are just like, yeah, vote for me, class president, and act nice, but like secretly secretly they're douchebags.
Oh no, I've known some genuine people who were like the popular kids, but were just popular because they were just genuinely nice to everyone.
Okay.
So this is.
Maybe that's me projecting.
It's okay.
my teenage years onto these people, but I feel like a lot of people in high school, like, they put on a face of just like, oh, I'm nice, but like secretly they're just huge douchebags.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
maybe that's just me.
It's just me. I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty obvious I wasn't a popular person in high school. I had my niche. Like, I was part of the drama club, and that's kind of where I found my friends and stuff like that. So
I love theater and drama club kids.
Me too.
So fun.
I wish that there was a job in that.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would be doing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess there is, but like, I mean, you'd have to like move and make, yeah, it's a whole thing. But he comes over and he's like, Andrew, like, you got your camera? Man, are you crying? Like, he's like, are you okay?
I love that. Like, at first he doesn't even know that he's crying. He's just like, hey man, you got a camera? We got something. Wait, are you crying? Is everything good?
Yeah, he's like, are you all right, man?
Which I like that. It establishes early on that Steve actually genuinely cares for people.
No, he does. And
because he could just be like, hey, man, just
come
get
on.
up and let's go film this. But no, he asked him, it's like, are you okay, man?
And I mean, in this scene, he is a little all over the place, but he does admit later that he's high.
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, he's 17. So
exactly.
He's like... Teenagers are all over the place.
They are, but he's like, hey, like, come on, like, cheer up. I got something really cool. Like, follow me. I really want you to film it.
Matt, we have this thing. Come with us. Come look at this.
Come on.
Now, they explain that the reason they came across this is because that there are, like, a lot of people just out there. But I'm curious, who found that?
I am curious because they do, Michael and Andrew, you know, They go deep in the woods, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of a far walk. Where,
by the way, his name is Steve.
Steve? Oh, did I say Michael and Andrew? Michael B. Jordan.
Michael
I was like,
B.
who's
Jordan,
Michael?
Yeah. You're referring to him as the actor,
Sorry.
which is fair. I do that a lot on this podcast, too.
But Steve and Andrew.
But I got confused for a second. I was like, who the fuck is Michael?
I was like, who is Michael?
I was like, oh, she's talking about Michael B. Jordan.
But, so Steve and Andrew go out, and once they get there, Steve's like, oh, where'd everyone go? All right, I guess it's just us.
Yeah.
So there was, like, a group of people, which...
There was, but it's just like...
It's interesting, because then also... There was a group of drunk and or high teenagers, and they left to go where? I don't know.
Into the middle of the woods.
Which is, I mean, maybe.
Here's my theory. I feel like...
Because that seems the most interesting thing, this, like, giant weird hole in the ground.
I feel like whoever, like, started this rave party at this place probably knew about it and was just like, hey, guys...
Look.
We want to get drunk. We want to get stoned. Let's go over to this place. I know this really crazy place where it's like a hole in the ground and it's making weird noises.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just because we don't see it. We don't know what happened. I mean, it's just assumed that like a meteor kind of landed. I assumed.
I have my theory because eventually when we get down into the hole, we see what is in there. I feel like it's a piece of, like, alien technology.
It seems like it.
Because later on, the police will come. They'll be like, hey, you guys got to get out of here. The ground's unstable and stuff like that. I feel like they're doing, like, a cover-up.
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah, I take it, like, it's a piece of alien technology coming from God knows where, just crashes into the middle of a field outside of those famous barns in Seattle.
Yes, everyone knows the barns in Seattle, the one famous one. It's out there. This one in particular. And so they go, and the way Steve just jumps down the hole, he's like, let's go.
He's just like, come on, guys, let's go.
I'm with Andrew. Fuck that. I'm not going down a hole.
You cannot catch me going down into that thing.
I think I would even go over there and I'd be like, this is making weird noises. This is probably gonna, like, this is like radioactive probably.
I'm pretty sure it's probably also vibrating. So it's just like, I'm getting bad things going on over here.
Yeah, but no, of course, Matt goes down next and Andrew's like, well, I guess I have to go. Like, I'm here to film. So, yeah, they walk down, and like you said, how do you describe this?
It looks like a giant what is it, like star kind of structure?
Kind of like those 3D puzzles that are like in like a...
Oh, like a kaleidoscope sort of thing? Like where you look through it and you can spin it and it makes different shapes?
Yes, actually, that as well. But like the 3D puzzles I'm thinking of, that I'm going to have to look it up and see. But it is very like kaleidoscope-y.
We're going to take a little bit of a pause for a Google search. JD can cut this out if you want, or keep it in. Who cares?
Keep it in. It was so funny. I was watching one of the podcasts the other day. But it was when Henry had came down and like he went like all the way around and you were like chasing him.
Did that stay
that
in?
Kept in because it was funny.
People get a glimpse into my day to day. At
the end, I was like, Jade, keep that in. Don't cut anything and on the screen as you wish. Man,
that's so good.
I can't.
Jade's going to be on next week's episode, so he has some explaining to do.
Just a little bit. Oh, well, this is kind of what I'm looking at. Please show me the picture. I don't actually want to buy this.
Show me the money.
Like these guys, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I get what you're talking about. Like 3D puzzles.
Yeah, I'll actually send this to Jade this time.
Okay.
Because
there was something I was supposed to send Jade, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, the last couple times we have not been sending Jade anything. So.
Oh, yeah, it was a Creature for Cloverfield. I still haven't done that yet.
Whoopsies. I'm just going to send that with no context.
That's the best kind.
Anyways, but yeah, it kind of seems like one of those.
Mm-hmm. I just take it like it's a giant like crystallized structure that has like 6 like appendages. I call them appendages. They're just like crystallized like things sticking out
coming
of it
out
with
of
like a centralized like cluster of crystals.
And as they're going down, this thing is vibrating and like sending kind of like shock waves basically out. And it is bright. It's very much kaleidoscopy with the lights and the colors.
Girl, it's blue. Abba-dee, baba-die.
Yes. And Steve is right next to it.
Yeah,
and he's
Steve
just
is like
in awe.
His face is right up to it.
Next to one of the spikes.
And really cool detail that I like the sweat is like dripping off of his face and going onto the structure itself. It's pretty cool.
And you could just see like his nose just starts bleeding. And I think Matt's you see as
starts
well, right?
Bleeding, I believe so. It's kind of hard to tell. He's a little bit off in the distance.
No, and of course like the camera is fucking up as
it's glitching.
And Andrew's,
cameras be glitching.
You know. But Andrew's freaking out. He's like, we need to get out of here. Like, my camera's
very
messed
understandably,
up.
like, dude, we need to go. And Steve's like, nah, hold on. I think I can sniff this thing.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even know what he thinks he can do.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it has, like, a weird, like, pull to it.
It has to. It definitely felt like that when he was so close to it. But again, he's also high, so this is probably the coolest shit he's seen right
also,
now.
During this whole scene, I couldn't stop but think about his later film, Fantastic Four. This very much feels like the scene where, like, Reed Richards, Ben, Johnny, and Dr. Doom go into Planet X, and they start, like, fucking around with this lake, and Dr. Doom falls in and everything, and then everyone gets her powers.
That's when they get it.
It's, like, very much he took this scene and was just like, well, let me do it in Fantastic Four.
Might as well.
And then let me have it kill my career, pretty much. But anyway, like, the thing freaks out, it turns red, because red means bad.
It means bad.
And then, like, it explodes. I don't know if it explodes. It more, like, pushes them.
Like a shock wave, yeah. Sends out and it pushes them back. And
then we get, like, a hard cut to black.
Then it's the next day.
Yeah, it's... Well, no, it's not the next day.
No, it's like
3 weeks later.
Yeah, it's a while later.
Because, like, Steve gets a call from his girlfriend, just like, you've been hanging out with these guys for the past 3 weeks.
Well, she says, she's like, you've been gone for 3 weeks. You've been ghosting my ass. Like, I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. It's like, I don't think you do.
Does she?
I don't think you do.
I don't think you can predict that someone would just gain superpowers
and just go hang out with his bros for 3 weeks to figure them out. Because that's what happens.
I mean, bros before hoes, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess it took 3 weeks for probably Matt to maybe get the
money to pay for a new camera.
Yeah, because like we learn later, it's a $500 camera he gets for Andrew.
And they leave it down there.
Well, the old one they leave down there because how'd they get the footage for that? I digress.
Yeah, we're going to have questions about, like,
a lot of that.
Like, who's watching all this footage, who collected all this footage. We'll also speak to the fact that this movie tries its very hardest to not be a found footage movie at times.
It's because at some points, I should say, I think they have a hard time being like, how are we going to film all of this while still being found footage? I guess we'll just use a bunch of other people's cameras. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, it starts off novel because, like, we have, like, Andrew's camera.
Yeah, and he's the sole filmer.
But at the same time, we also have the girl. I can't remember the character's name.
I can't remember her name
Casey.
either. Casey.
We have Casey, and it's like, we get this cool, like, double shot of just, like, from her perspective to Andrew's perspective. And it kind of plays with that, like, back to forth. But when we get to the climax, it's just like cameras everywhere. You get your angles that you want.
Yeah, everyone has their phones out, and now we're like, in this person's camera, and that person's camera, and this one.
And then, of course, these guys have telepathic powers, so obviously, like, Andrew can float the camera, and so that way we can
get wide shots.
We can get wide shots of Dane DeHaan's young Leonardo DiCaprio face.
Exactly. But yeah, so it's 3 weeks later, and they're filming themselves.
They're documenting their, like, test of their powers.
Well, they're just throwing baseballs at each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, full speed throwing them at each
other's Michael B. Jordan, Steve, like, he clocks Matt in the face with a baseball.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, when Matt goes to do it, he does this cool, like, he throws it this way and then it curves back around.
Yes.
And then, of course, when they go to throw it at Andrew, Andrew's able to stop it midair. And by the way, this is when the CGI, it's very noticeable. That baseball looks bad.
Well, they're lucky I can't see very well, because I didn't...
I looked at it and I was just like, ooh, that doesn't hold up. And then when we get to the Lego
I was going to say, later when we're in the room, and they're trying to build a Lego set, you could see Matt is trying to... bring the Legos up with his telekinetic powers and build it.
He's doing this with his hand, like a typical magician, just like, look at me.
But he's having a hard time, and then he gives up, and he looks at Andrew and says, you do it, you're way better at this than I am. And then, well, first Andrew's like, me? I'm better than you? Me? Are you sure? Is that...
I mean, that would have been a high for a kid who's bullied on and like a loner.
Because he's always been bullied on. He's probably always been told, especially by his dad too, probably that he just sucks at everything and he's a loser. Because not only is he getting bullied at school, but he's getting bullied at home too. So hearing this now that he's good at something, this is feeding in to his ego. So again, we're already building on what's going to happen at the end. But yeah, this Lego scene, Andrew kind of just does these little hand movements as if he's like popping them up. And he's building it with his mind. Mm-hmm. And
I would have loved if that's how they did their powers. Just
they like have their fingers up to their temples and
like Professor X does.
Yeah. But the CGI on these Legos are
not good.
So
like, I think I've seen better Legos in the Lego video games than I do in this.
Oh, it was a little rough.
That being said, they need to, like, what he builds is the Sky Needle from Seattle. In Seattle. Which is where the climax is going to take place. Foreshadowing!
Yeah, I literally wrote in my notes, I remember the CGI being better.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's fine.
It's okay.
But yeah, they're just discovering their powers. Just broing out.
They just being bros.
They're just being bros. You know, like what would you do if you and your buds went out, found out you had superpowers? You're gonna do stupid shit like this.
I was about to say, like, this is very typical of just like, if you give a teenager telekinetic powers,
what would you do?
This is what they're going to do. Exactly. They're just gonna fuck around for a while.
Yeah, and this is where I wrote, because this is when they talk about the new camera, and I say, how do we have the old footage then?
Yeah, we can explain it as maybe the government got a hold of it, because they had the whole place blocked off.
Yeah.
But then it raises bigger questions of just like, well, who's collecting all this footage and for what purpose?
Exactly.
I have a theory that may make sense. That maybe like Casey is the one who gathers all this footage because she's the blogger. But it's like, Casey barely knows what is going on even by the time we get to the climax.
Exactly. She's like very much in the dark unless she went on like crazy research.
And B, like, it very much comes into question, how does she get the footage from the incident? And also, we'll talk about it when we get to the ending, how does she get that footage?
No, it definitely seems like it's probably more like government-wise.
Yeah,
and maybe
it would have to be.
I mean, I assume that, you know, with them covering up the possible alien space technology, I am sure that, because like we get the security footage later as well.
Yeah, in the hospital. Actually, in the hospital, I found it weird because, like, when Andrew's lying on the bed, they have a camera set up right there. And one of the officers says, we need to keep the camera running for investigative purposes. It's just like, he's incapacitated. What kind of investigation are you doing? And it's like, oh, maybe it's because
maybe they
know about this alien structure and they're finding out now, just like these people's telepathic powers.
Yeah. No, that might be it. I like that.
It could be, but at the same time, it's like there's a whole subplot going on that we are not privy to.
That's the thing, yeah.
Which is fine. This is found footage.
Exactly.
Like, we only know as much as our characters do. But
it's fun to speculate.
But at the same time, it raises bigger questions of just like, who found this footage? Why are they collecting it? How did they get a hold of it?
And usually that is something that they tell us at the beginning of found footage films, like, this is who's watching it. The government.
For Cloverfield, the government got it. Blair Witch Project, they stumbled upon the footage out in the woods. In Lake Mungo, it was a documentary that they were making. So, in this movie, it's just, you know,
it's just there.
Someone's gathering it. We don't know who. Probably the government.
Yeah.
Fucking government.
Fucking government, dude. But yeah, so Steve then, I have next in my notes anyways, that Steve starts talking to Andrew about how it's weird that he's filming all the time.
Oh yeah, they have a nice little one-on-one. There's a few moments, like, with Steve and Andrew that they kind of just had these nice moments together.
Steve was such a good friend.
I feel like Steve was trying to, like, get through to Andrew.
No, you can tell, like, he was trying to show him, like, I'm here for you. Like, I am a friend.
You can tell that Steve is genuinely trying to get through to Andrew.
He's being a good friend, for sure. I love Steve.
Steve's great. He's the GOAT, as the kids would say.
He is the GOAT. And then we find out that Andrew's mom is getting worse. And this is, I don't know if this is the time yet. It's not. It's later, right? When Andrew's dad, like, totally goes crazy on him for the camera.
Yeah, it's a little later on in the movie.
Okay. But I'll just talk about it now, because it pisses me off.
About how, like...
dad...
Is it that moment where it's just, like, Andrew's, like, in the other room with his mom? The mom's obviously, like, coughing, stuff like that. She's in pain,
you can hear Andrew calling for his dad, saying, Dad, like, she needs her medicine. Like, where are you?
And yet the dad is snooping through Andrew's room, trying to figure out what he's been doing.
Which I don't get this, because he goes to Andrew, I think, like, a couple of times, at least two, telling him, like you've been sneaking off with your friends. Like, how have you been getting to school? Like, Matt's not picking you up anymore. I know what you're doing. And, like, da-da-da-da. And what is he doing?
I don't know.
Like, I'm so confused. And his dad...
The dad's a drunk paranoid, and...
He's being an ass.
He's trying to find any excuse to just, like, beat the shit out of Andrew. Like, I get it, dude. Your wife's dying. You're unable to do your job as, like, a firefighter anymore because of the injury you sustained.
So you're coping with alcohol, but
and being like an abusive father. I'm very curious to know if, like, he was always like this.
That's what I'm wondering too. Possibly not because just recently, like, Andrew decided to get a camera, but maybe he only decided now because he was able to save up enough for a camera.
Or like old enough to be able to
get one himself.
Money.
Exactly.
Which makes me question, like, where's Andrew getting his money? Because I don't think he has a job.
No, so
or maybe he did have a job and then he got his powers and just like, fuck it. Job.
I would do the same thing.
You know what? To be fair, if I could fly anywhere, yeah, I'd be like, you know what? I don't need a job.
Yeah, because and we get the most iconic scene, I feel like, from this movie, which was the toy store scene.
Oh yeah, the little montage of
little
them
teddy bear. Their telekinetic powers. Well, because
we get more of a scene because they learn about telepathy.
Yeah, Andrew looks it up, and
Steve looks it up.
Oh, I thought Steve only looked it up because Andrew said.
What it is Andrew mentions telepathy.
Yeah.
To Matt first, because Matt and Andrew kind of have a little moment where he's just like, hey, Matt, do you like me? And Matt's just like, yeah, I like you now, but, like, you're kind of hard to talk to. And you're also kind of aggressive, like, also throwing that out, foreshadowing.
By the way, yeah, you're
he's hostile is the worst, is the word that he used.
Hostile, yeah. As they're skipping rocks.
But anyway, that's when Andrew proposes a question. It's like, what if we did more with this? And that's when they bring up telekinesis. So they're like, let's go test it out. What do we as teenagers do on like a boring like weekday night? Oh, let's go to a retail store and fuck around.
Yeah, so
relatable.
Some woman's shopping cart, they make roll away from her. And as she's like, wait, stop that cart. Someone stop it.
I do like the floating teddy bear.
And the floating teddy bear.
Where you going, little girl?
Yes. Like,
the teddy bear doesn't look that good, which is weird. I don't know if the teddy bear is CGI, but it kind of looks phony.
It looks a little weird now, but I remember that in the trailer for this movie.
We'll get to a few, like, highlights for the trailer. Like, during this scene, we get, like, the moment where Steve tests his power and he moves the car.
Yes, I do.
Probably one of the better effects of just like the car just moving. By the way, totally fucking that lady's tires over.
Completely. Like her axles or whatever. I don't know about cars. Pretty sure her axles.
I was just thinking of the tread on the bottom of those tires are probably worn out.
Oh yeah, but no, like they're moving objects around. At one point, Matt uses his powers and I think he like knocks a shelf kind of into someone.
What
he
tries to do is he tries to like there's a guy that they're filming that's like chewing gum, and he's like, I'm gonna pull the gum right out of the dude's mouth, but he fails and he knocks the guy over on the shelf. And then the guys like start running, and I love Steve, who's just like, "Wait, why are we running?" Which he's like, "We don't have to run." Yeah. No one knows that you guys were responsible for that.
But now it very much looks like you're responsible.
Yeah, now it looks like you did do something.
Oh man!
I mean, they do that when they move the car too, where the lady's looking around confused, and then she looks at the guys, and they're just like, "Ignore us! Don't pay any attention to us."
He says,
we're Jehovah's Witnesses."
No, he says we're Mormons.
Oh, we're Mormons. It was one of those.
Because they go out into the parking lot, and Steve moves this woman's car to a totally different spot.
Again, totally fucking her tires.
They're all cracking up, and obviously she's looking at them like, "What the fuck did you guys do to my car?" And he says, "Don't mind us, we're Mormons."
Pretty good. I mean, technically, unless you saw that footage, they didn't do anything. Like, she would have gotten to her car, and it's like, it's still locked.
It just
no busted windows,
moved.
No nothing.
Exactly.
Which that would be what that lady would talk about her entire life. Like, I parked over here, and then 30 minutes later, I come out, and my car's clear all the way over here.
And I would feel like I was going crazy.
Yeah, the worst kind of gaslighting you can do.
Seriously. But they do find out about the barrier as well to protect themselves.
Oh, yeah, because they go to a restaurant, and, like, Matt's got his hand down, and Andrew's just like, come on, let's do it. He's got a fork. He's like, let me just stab your hand.
And they just force his hand down and
it's very fun where he's just like, give me a countdown. He's like, okay. that just instantly does it.
And the fort completely bends. So now they're finding out more of what they can do.
Yeah.
And honestly, kind of scary at this point, because it's like you can form a barrier around yourself where you are protected, like from sharp, dangerous objects or things going towards you. You can
but throughout this movie, it doesn't really ever protect them. We'll get into it.
Because you have to, I think, imagine the barrier around you.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe when they're flying and doing other things, they might get a little distracted and forget about the barrier. So I feel like that's a little cop-out.
There are some times where it's just like, it would have come in handy if you had that barrier.
Exactly. But you can also argue that Andrew was so cocky, he didn't even think that he needed one.
Yeah, that's true. Especially when he's fighting Matt, who he considers weaker than him. So
because what the fuck does he call himself later?
Well, he calls himself an apex predator. Yeah.
Bruh.
Total incel energy.
By the way, this movie...
Again, there's two things you can be in this life. You can be an incel or you can be a communist.
Yeah.
And Andrew went with being an incel.
Yeah. I will say there are a lot of parts in this movie that are very much pretty sexist. Like, the guys are very misogynistic.
They're 17 as well.
But again, they're 17-year-old boys.
Yeah.
This is very much written... It's written well for 17-year-old boys.
I feel like... Yeah,
they captured it well.
At that age, they would be very sexist and stuff like that.
Because like I was saying, just with like the whole...
Because like Steve talks about like he's having sex with his girlfriend and he's using his telepathic powers.
Yeah, and he's like, well, she obviously knows it's like better.
He's like, you just gotta be subtle.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god. And they're, obviously just dude bro talking it out.
I've not had conversations like this myself, but I've been around people who have talked like this.
Exactly.
And it makes me uncomfortable every time. It's just like, can we talk about literally anything else?
I've never been comfortable talking to my friends about that. No. I mean, good for you if that is you feel comfortable enough talking to your friends about that.
I've had a coworker
and they're fine with you talking to them about it. If they're not, like, stop doing that.
I've had a few coworkers try to talk to me about stuff like that. I was just like, no, I'm not getting into
like
this.
At work?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's sexual harassment. They need to watch that video again.
I mean, I
know.
Personally, me, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no. But
and I think that's why they talk to me about it, because they know I won't go to HR about it.
I'm going there. Tell me their names. I'm writing them down. Andrew wrecks a car.
Yeah, he does. That's true.
Totally just...
I don't know what he expected would happen.
I feel like he knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he thought Matt and Steve would be mad at him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because...
That would make more sense, because, yeah, he does this hand movement against, like, some dude who's, like, tailgating.
Yeah, they're being tailgated. It's storming out now. It's raining quite heavily.
Dude's honking his horn, flashing his lights, like, move over, and Steve and Matt are just like, whatever, he can go around us or stuff like that. But Andrew gets the idea. He's just like, hey, hold the camera, watch this. And then he just swipes his hand across and it, like, hits the front of the car and swerves him off the road.
Off the road, and there's
into
a railing.
A lake.
Yeah, a railing right there where he drives his truck into a lake. And obviously, Steve and Matt stop the car immediately. They're freaking out. Andrew, why did you do that? Why would you think that was okay?
Yeah, and then he tries to say, it's like, I didn't know, I didn't mean for that to happen.
But it's like, what did you mean to happen then?
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is he did mean to push that car off the road.
No, I really think that he did, but he didn't think that Matt and Steve would have such a negative reaction to it.
That would make the most sense.
I'm sure that he thought they'd be like, oh my god, like,
how
that's
funny.
So funny. No, that guy could have died. And luckily, Steve, a hero. Steve is.
Where did I put in my notes? Steve is a fucking hero for saving that dude.
No, he is. He goes in there and he dives into the lake to get this guy out of his truck.
Little fun detail, though, for a moment there, you can see the car, like, being lifted a little bit out of the water. One of them used their powers to lift the... I'm pretty sure it was, like, Steve who did that.
I was wondering because I was like, well, why don't they just do that? But again, I'm thinking, how would they explain that to the guy when you get him out? But also, he's probably unconscious.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, you could just lift the car out, take him out, and then let it sink. So, you don't have to Yoda it, where it's just like you put it on the side of the lake.
I love that. But no, they get him out, they save him. Matt is just like...
Yeah, Matt's trying to call the cops, and Andrew's just like, no, don't call the cops or something like that. It's like... What do you think the police are gonna, like, there's no visible, clear indication that you were responsible unless they got a hold of your tape.
Exactly.
But even then, how do you fucking exploit, like, as a cop, how do you look at that and just be like...
You made that happen.
Well,
with your telekinetic powers.
How would you look at it and just be like, I don't know how to do paperwork for this?
Exactly. But, no, the fact that while Matt is calling for the cops Andrew's to come for an ambulance...
Loud, just like... No, don't call them, hang up the phone or something like that. It's like, you're kind of implementing yourself even further.
Yeah, because if I was the 911 operator on the other side, I'd be like, all right, when y'all get there, you need to talk to these boys because one of them's yelling for you guys not to go.
Mm-hmm. So I'm actually surprised that one of the cops didn't ask for the footage, but I guess you would need a warrant for that.
Yeah, and then also, I mean... How do you even know that they were filming, I guess? Like,
well, he has
accident?
he has a camera
out
there.
I guess you're right.
And the cop even at one point says, are you filming? Mm-hmm. Like, it's a quick, like, cops are there, and he says, are you filming? And then we cut to a different scene. So.
You're right. Yeah.
Which is why Andrew should have left the camera in the car. But then again, if he did, we wouldn't have this scene.
True. But just, yeah, I have a feeling Andrew did mean to...
Yeah, I just got confused because he was just like, I didn't mean for that to happen. It's like, well, what do you think was going to happen?
No.
You clearly pushed that car.
Yeah, 100% he knew. So, yeah, after this there's a large scolding.
Yeah.
And there's rules.
That we need to make rules, which 100% valid. You guys need rules.
Yeah. Did you write down the rules? I was going to, and then I
didn't write them down, but I know what they are. Number one, no using it on living beings. Mm-hmm. It makes that very specific because we'll get a spider scene later, which breaks that first rule.
I wrote that down.
Number two, he says you can't use your powers out of anger.
That's what he says.
Mm-hmm. And then the third one is we need to stop using it in public or letting other people know, talking about it pretty much. Which all of those are very valid rules. Yes, correct.
All valid, all fair.
But Andrew, of course, is the outlier. Like, he doesn't want any rules. Steve's a little hesitant at first because like Matt is just like, are you cool with the rules? And he takes like a moment to answer, but then he's like, yes, no, we need rules.
Yeah, I think maybe he was like, oh, well, like, this is pretty cool to show off or, stuff like that.
Yeah, Steve.
But then he understood.
Like, Steve's a very good person, but he does have the I'm larger than life kind of personality.
Definitely.
So.
And I mean, this could have him go far because the next scenes that we get is Steve learning how to fly.
They be flying. They're very trusting with this flying ability of theirs. What if it takes a certain amount of stamina and then just you're flying and then you get really tired and you just fall out of the air?
Yeah, they immediately are just like, man, we can just fly all the way up in the sky where airplanes are at. We can fly all across the world.
Which, by the way, flying ability, like, this doesn't hold up. It's very obvious green screen.
Oh, they are very green screen on a harness.
Very much, you can tell that they're just like pretending to be like in 0G. Yeah. They're just like, woo!
Being lifted up by their trousers.
Yeah, pretty
with a wire, basically.
It's a very fun moment though, where it's like they show up at this abandoned like facility.
Mm-hmm. And, like, it looks like a junkyard, maybe.
I think so, or like an energy plant or something like that.
Yeah, something.
And, like, like Matt pulls out his phone and is like, "Oh, there's a message from Steve. Look up." And they look up and there's Steve. He's just like, "Hello, boys!"
Hey,
and he's
guys.
just like cartwheeling in the sky.
He's just like flipping and shit.
Again, very trusting. I'd probably I wouldn't trust it.
Oh hell no.
Knowing me, I'd probably fall down and crack my head open.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'd stop thinking about it for too long and just fall, die.
Although Matt does when he first starts to fly, he lifts off the air, but then he immediately face plants.
Just gets thrown back down. But then, of course, because we first get Matt attempting to fly, and he's struggling a little bit, and Steve says, like, oh, like, I did too at first, but it's easy once you get the hang of it. But, of course, when Andrew tries, he immediately floats up.
He's a natural, yeah.
And so, again, more hints as to Andrew obviously has more of a knack for these powers than these other two guys.
He's starting to see himself as being better than them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Definitely.
they be playing football in the sky, and then all of a sudden, airplane just
whooshes on by because you can hear. I think it was Andrew that says, "Hey, do you hear that noise?"
It was either Andrew or it was Matt.
I can't remember.
One of them noticed.
They were both kind of behind the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, the airplane whooshes on by and
it knocks Steve unconscious for a bit, and he starts falling, and that's why Andrew saves him.
Mm-hmm.
Like his probably one and only heroic moment in the entire movie.
He saves Steve, and
although we'll get from a certain perspective there.
Yes, but
you know what I'm talking about.
I do. But then Steve, immediately once I hit the ground, he's like, "Oh my god, dude, you saved me! You saved my life!"
I love that moment of just like Michael B. Jordan sells the shit out of that. Just like teenager who
a great actor.
It's almost like he's a great actor.
Yeah, it's
who
insane.
Hopefully will win an Oscar for Sinners. We'll see.
But no, like he sold that shit. Like you would be so high on life.
Pun intended.
Yeah, because it's like you were just fucking flying in the sky. An airplane knocked you out. Your friend who was flying with you came to your rescue and saved you before you hit the ground.
And saved the camera.
And the camera because he says, "You saved the camera? You filmed that? Holy shit." Like he is like pumped. I would be too.
I put it down here, just like seeing how great these friends are makes Andrew's fall more tragic.
It really does.
Apparently, Josh Trank made these three actors share a room or a house for
they lived together.
I think it was for how long? 15 weeks or something.
I think it was
that?
15 weeks
to really get that camaraderie together, and it really shows on camera. You believe that these three are friends.
Mm-hmm. No, and at first I was a little worried because I'm like, this is such an odd group because it didn't really seem like Matt and Steve were very close together before this happened. But it seems like at the party they were just both part of this larger group, and these were just the two people that stayed. And Matt probably just so happened to say offhandedly, "My cousin has a camera, he can film this." And Steve was like, "I'll go get him." So I feel like that's kind of what
I also wanted
the little string that tied these three together.
At the same time, both Steve and Matt are extroverts, so it kind of makes sense that their paths would cross at some point.
Yeah. But no, I loved their close little bond they had.
Mm-hmm. They even had that moment where they're having a sleepover, which, by the way, I don't know how many high schoolers had sleepovers together, but to me that seems a little weird.
I think I stopped having sleepovers when I was in middle school.
I think I stopped having sleepovers around the time I was even in elementary school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think I had anyone over while I was in middle school. Not
no.
that I remember, at least. I could be wrong.
My mom was, she watched a lot of ID channel, a lot of true crime shit, so she wasn't very trusting. So I had two friends when I was in elementary school that I had known for forever, since I was 5. And going into middle school, I think maybe 5th or 6th grade might have been the first time that I spent the night in one of their houses. But she knew one of their moms because she worked with her previously.
Oh, okay.
And then that mom knew the other girl's mom. And so that was the only reason why my mom was like, all right.
Okay.
Sure,
yeah,
you can go.
But carry this pepper spray.
Yeah, no, like she was very, I mean, which is good because you hear some horrible things that have happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I grew up in a generation where it's just like, didn't happen. So.
Yeah, no, a high school sleepover, I don't know.
Seems weird to me. Like, I don't know how often that happens, but it never happened when I was a teenager. So
yeah, but they,
again, that might just be a reflection of me.
Yeah.
So.
But no, they're just having a little sleepover, and Andrew says, "This is probably the best day of my life."
Does Andrew say that? I thought Matt said it.
I thought Andrew said it.
Comment down below.
Who said it? Was it Matt or Andrew's best day of their life?
I'm pretty sure that it was Matt that said it. Because I think I was specifically looking at Andrew and like he wasn't talking during that moment.
Oh, damn. I have to go to pee so bad.
No, that's fine.
Hold on. Okay.
We're taking a little pee break, guys. Oh my gosh, I have a ladder. Comment down below if you had sleepovers when you were in high school. What'd you guys do? Did you do drugs? Did you guys do anything illegal? Tell me right now. Confess. Statute of limitations is probably up for it, depending on how old you are. Did you murder someone at your sleepover? I doubt it. That'd be wild, though. You guys are picking it up, but like Nikki's laughing in the bathroom because she can hear the stupid shit that I'm saying right now to try to fill time. She said literally crazy. Oh, God. Chronicle, guys. What do you guys think about it? You guys think it's a pretty good movie? Written by awful person Max Landis. So... take that for what you will. Oh, hold on. I'm texting my friend Michael B. Jordan. I'm pretty sure everyone enjoyed my weird ramblings.
I just heard, what illegal things have you guys done?
Comment them down below.
Let us know. Illegal activities.
Are one of you Jeffrey Dahmer?
I was like, wait, maybe we shouldn't say that. Don't do that.
Yeah, please
Someone's
don't.
Gonna confess to something horrible.
Please don't. No, we don't want to be responsible.
We were joking.
Whatever you guys comment down does not reflect the opinions of Midnight Movie Podcast Incorporated.
Thank you. Incorporated. Okay, so where were we at? So Steve is saved. They're at their little sleepover. Mm-hmm. Yes, which is... it's okay. It's fine, Long day of flying. They probably didn't want
all the illegal shit that they're doing.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to go back home. I don't think I would want to go back home if I knew how to fly.
I don't think I would want to go back home if I was Andrew. Just get the fuck out of there.
That's true. Whose house did they sleep over at?
I imagine Andrew's? They probably stayed at Steve's house.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Steve would be the one to just be like, come on, because Steve seems like a rich kid of just like, come stay at my house.
Yeah, no, he definitely seems like he would extend that offer, especially after Andrew just saved his life. He was probably like, let's go out to eat. I'm going to get you like a drink.
Boys, let's go swim in my pool.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have a friend like Steve.
Probably has a big ass pool in his backyard.
Oh, I'm sure. I hope everyone has known a Steve in their life and who has been genuine, because he seems like a great guy.
There's not a genuine person on this planet. How dare you?
All right.
With your goddamn liquid death in your hand.
My liquid death, not sponsored. I wish. I love this shit.
Can you imagine a horror podcast just being sponsored by Liquid Death?
I would love that. They got me with the marketing.
Oh God,
it's such cool marketing.
I need to go through and like watch more like Dead Meat and see if they've ever been sponsored by Liquid Death.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I don't know if they drink energy drinks though. So.
It's not an energy drink. This is tea.
How dare it?
And the other ones are water.
And why is it called Liquid Death then? I thought it was caffeinated
water. You murder your thirst.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Mm-hmm. No, there's natural
Also,
caffeine.
For the longest time, I thought it was an alcoholic beverage until I learned otherwise.
I get that. I've had someone think that I was drinking alcohol when I was drinking this. They thought I was like a tall boy. I'm like, no, it's tea. This one's the best one, the blueberry buzzsaw. Jade, you might cut this out. I don't care. You already. Matter. Jade also loves Liquid Death.
Oh, fair enough. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but it can be.
I'm drinking.
Someone send this to Liquid Death.
I'm drinking actual water, so.
Just water.
Just kidding.
Oh, so why does Matt go to... What was the...
Casey.
Casey. Why does he go to Casey again?
Oh, no. He's dropping off some kind of... Because he's watching, like, Casey's blogs about, like, doing more helping people and stuff like that. I can't remember what it's specifically that he brings over, but it's just, like, some kind of thing to mail out to help someone in a different country or something like that. I can't remember specifically.
We get this whole scene through Casey's vlogging that
because she
doing.
Like, puts a camera behind her and she opens the door. Really cool moment. It's like she has a mirror right there, so that way we can see Casey's face.
And I love how, I mean, she asks too, like, do you mind being on camera that I'm filming this? And he's like...
Andrew's like...
He's on his phone the whole time all this interaction's going. He's like, I mean, I don't really like being on camera. I'm like, really? You don't? Because your fucking cousin films everything.
Yeah, that's true. I just figure he's more nervous to talk to her.
He's trying to act like he's cool. He's trying to act like, oh...
A dude spouting philosophy all the time is not cool.
It's not, but he thinks it is. And he's doing that thing where guys think that if you ignore a girl, that she'll be like, oh, he's ignoring me? I need to get his attention.
It's never happened in the history of the planet.
That's not how that works, but some guys think that, or probably just people in general think that.
Yeah, it's called playing hard to get.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't call a girl immediately after the first date. Like, wait like a couple of days.
Wait like a week. Let her want it. What? No.
Any teenagers who are listening to this, and according to Spotify analytics, there really aren't. But if you are,
I was like,
pro advice: if you want to talk to the girl right after the first date, do it.
Yeah, and just be respectful, man.
If you wait a week to talk to a girl after you've had your first date, guarantee that's not going anywhere.
No, she's gonna be like, oh, I guess not interested.
Yeah.
Even like if girls think that, like, they're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, she's not interested.
Don't let your dude bro friends or Andrew Tate tell you otherwise.
Oh my god, don't listen to Andrew Tate
or the Paul brothers or Joe Rogan or any of these other dude bros.
Any of the guys with those dude bro podcasts that invite women on just to shit on them.
Listen to us movie reviewers.
We know what's up.
Listen to me, a guy who's currently single and not good at relationships. Take my advice.
Hey, it is what it is. I know, Jade loves that.
It is what it is.
Sorry, Jade.
Jade's gonna stop being our editor.
Jade's like, I'm cutting all this shit out.
Jade's like, okay, after FNAF, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh my, but no, he's being so weird with this girl. And she starts just shutting the door on him. Yeah. Because
she's throwing the snarkiness back at him. It's just like, oh yeah, you're a good guy now? Is that what's going on, sort of thing?
Yeah, and he's like, wait. And then he kind of drops his act. And it's like,
he drops the facade and it's like, actually, let me just be me for a second.
Yes, and it's like, thank you. And he gives her whatever he's, like, I've been watching your blogs and... I thought this would be something that you would enjoy doing, which is nice.
It is nice, but I love her response of just like, you can mail it yourself. I'm not your mom.
Which, very true. But yeah, you can tell they like each other, vibing. Mm-hmm. Honestly, don't know how he doesn't have much charisma, in my opinion, so I don't know how
he has more than Andrew, so.
I suppose. Slim Pickens in high school, am I
and
right?
Also, he's not a bad-looking dude. No. Which, by the way, fun fact... more Carrie connection, but unintentionally, this actor that plays Matt plays Billy in the remake of Carrie.
I love that. Hell yeah.
So he goes from being like the hero, one of the heroes of this movie, to being the villain in Carrie.
That's funny. I haven't seen the remake in a while. Oh. It's been a hot minute.
I will say about the remake, if you look at it as just a straight adaptation of the book, it does a pretty good job, I feel like, or at least a very decent job.
Yeah.
Like, it does a good job of adapting that book.
Yeah.
But the moment you compare it to the original Brian De Palma film, it doesn't hold a candle to it.
And see, that's what I was definitely comparing it to.
Yeah.
Which I feel like most people would be.
For me, I'm able to separate it and just be like, okay, as an adaptation, not bad. It does a good job, so.
Well, I don't do that. Anyways.
Fair enough.
Not me.
Fair enough.
But
I am looking forward to that Carrie TV show from Mike Flanagan. That's going to come out.
I forgot they were doing that.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
When is that coming out?
I don't know, sometime this year?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can't wait for it. I don't know when the
I can't wait for it. I can't be fucked to know when it's coming out. Carrie TV show. It's going to bring up the one from the 2000s. Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh, type in like
Carrie miniseries. Okay, here we go. Yeah, upcoming American supernatural horror television miniseries by Mike Flanagan.
In October?
October this year. So, I'm Prime Video. I'm going to have to get Prime again.
Ugh.
Great.
I freaking hate streaming.
Me too.
Sorry. Anyways, so there's a talent show.
Oh, yeah. Because Steve mentions it to Andrew. They have a cool little, like, moment where they're sitting on top of a building. And, like, Steve is just being like, yeah, you're my friend, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're having another little heart-to-heart, and then Andrew sends the camera out to do a wide shot of them.
It's another moment where you can feel like Steve is really trying to get through to Andrew.
Well, it's just them two hanging out this time, because, you know, Matt's off terribly flirting with a girl. And so these two are hanging out, and Steve is like, oh my gosh, like, how long have you been able to do that with the camera? Like, I that's the stuff I can't do. It requires finesse.
Yeah.
You have real talent.
And Andrew's like, man, I've been doing this whole movie.
This whole time. And we also, I think we forgot to say this, but earlier when Andrew was talking to them about doing more with their powers, he says, you know, the more we use them, it's like a weight.
It's a muscle.
It's a muscle. A weight. It's a muscle. And the more we work it out, you know, we won't stretch it too far because usually they would get
nosebleeds, which
if they overdo it.
Which Stranger Things kind of took.
Yeah.
Then again, Stranger Things is also influenced from Akira, like everyone takes from everybody else. So that's not a disparaging thing against Stranger Things. It's just I'm seeing all the connections to everything. So
definitely. And so, yeah, so obviously Andrew has been doing a lot of, you know, working out this muscle, this telekinetic muscle he has.
I feel like Andrew doesn't even really have to do it. He almost seems naturally gifted. Like, I feel like Andrew does have a couple nosebleeds here or there, but I feel like really Matt and Steve are the ones who have to really kind of work for it, whereas I feel like Andrew just somehow is naturally more gifted with, like, controlling these powers.
I think he's just able to, I don't know, focus a little more on it.
It's that incel energy.
It's that incel energy, yeah. That explains
Matt and Steve are communists.
Andrew's an incel.
And Andrew's an incel. They have chosen their paths.
They have. And Andrew's path is now doing a talent show.
This is the prom night sort of thing. To make more connections with Carrie, it's like, yeah, Carrie is like the put-down, bully teenager. Gets asked to prom by Sue Snell's boyfriend. She goes, and she has like this gleaming moment of just like, oh, people are noticing me and they like me.
I belong.
I'm finally part of this group.
And not only, like, she's finally getting positive attention. It's not negative. Like, everyone's looking at her in a positive way.
And this talent show is that for Andrew. Like, he does a really cool talent show. Yeah. Again, CGI doesn't really hold up.
No, not at all. But
when those balls are floating in the air, it's just like, yeah, those aren't there.
Those aren't there at all. But yeah, he's doing some magic tricks. Telekinetic
fun
stuff.
Fact, the little thing that he comes out of, like at the beginning of it, is the sand tiger in Aladdin.
Oh, it looked familiar.
Yeah, I clocked it at this time when I watched it. I was like, hey, that's from Aladdin.
Nice. Okay, cool. I heard somewhere that it was supposed to, like, represent the cave that they found their powers in.
To be fair, yeah, Aladdin, like, discovers the genie in a cave, which the giant sand tiger is where he enters, so.
Yeah. This is that, yeah.
Makes sense.
Themes, yay.
Motifs.
But yeah, he starts off with he drops all of his cards because he's trying to do a card trick, and everyone in the audience is like, "Boo! Show us some real magic."
Which, speaking of in the audience, Matt is filming, and so is Casey. And Casey initially thinks that they're playing a prank on him.
Yeah, she's like, "Are you playing a prank on your cousin? That's not nice. You guys are jerks." Like, she's kind of like,
she's doing her wag her finger.
Yeah, like, shame on you, but she's not really doing much to stop it.
Yeah,
if that is.
She's just like, let's see where this goes, actually.
No, she's very curious. Like, how much are we embarrassing him? Is it going to be good to film?
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is when, when he...
added to the epic YouTube fails for the early 2010s.
But, obviously when Andrew trips and spills all the cards, he picks them all up, but they all fly into his hand, and this is when the crowd goes crazy.
Which, would you go crazy for that? I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool, right?
I'd be like, holy shit!
Oh, really?
I'd go crazy just on regular magic tricks.
For me, I would just be more...
telekinetics.
For me, knowing me in high school, I'd be more just like, how'd they do that?
Freaking high schoolers, man. You can't police them. It's crazy. Oh, my God. I'd be losing my shit.
Fair enough. And just knowing me, 17 years old, I'd just be like, man, I could be trying to finish my homework right now, I'm just being forced to sit through this.
That's
I had a moment like that in high school. We had this, like, we usually had, like, one class each other day where, like, it was kind of like detention, but not really. It was like a class where there's no class. Where it's just like you're getting caught up on schoolwork. Like a 0 hour. Yeah, something like that. And there's one day where it's just like I had a lot of homework that I needed to get caught up on, but they decided to allot that time to like a debate that they had like all of us go to. And I remember the debate being like, the topic was just like getting more funding for hospitals to like lower the amount of, they specifically used the word abortions and stuff like that, because that sent everyone in the crowd on a tirade about talking about abortions, which the debate wasn't even about. And I remember sitting there just being like, I can't believe I'm fucking wasting my time on this. I have homework I need to do. I literally sat through that entire hour just listening to that nonsense, just being like, I have much better things to do right now.
It always sucks when they did that without notifying. And it just was like, oh, hey, by the way, we're not staying here. We're going to this assembly.
Yeah.
Like, just sprung on you. Because a lot of times, because we had, like, a 0 hour as well. And I'd be like, oh, like, I didn't finish this. So during my 0 hour, like, I'll just finish it up there. And usually that's most kids in high school, you plan out that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe.
I never planned anything. I was a procrastinator.
Well, no, but you plan on procrastinating to the last second, which is, I need to do this right before my next period.
It's like I have this safety net of this hour where I can just get caught up on all this work that I decided not to do at home.
Yes.
Because I wanted to watch all the Halloween movies.
And then they rip that away from you and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
They're going to know I procrastinated.
Now I have to listen to a bunch of teenagers talking about a topic that they have no knowledge on.
Yeah. Ew.
I remember I almost got up on that stage and just been like, guys, I would rather be doing my homework right now. Let's stay on topic. The topic isn't about abortions. It's about funding hospitals. Let's talk about that. But I knew it wouldn't do any good. They'd just go back to it. So I just sat there until it was all over.
You're like, man, I just want to do my homework.
I would have rather been at a talent show, honestly.
Now
that I think about it.
I didn't even remember them doing talent shows in my high school.
I do remember them doing talent shows, and I thought that it was always weird that it was just people singing. It's like, there are other talents other than singing.
A lot of singing. I remember a talent show in middle school. Lots of singing.
Yeah. Because I remember one time, it's like, because I was in drama, it's like, oh, for a talent show, I can go up and do a monologue or something like that. But I was like, no, because fucking everyone's going to be singing. It's going to be weird to just intersplice that with me up there doing a monologue from, I don't know, fucking The Dark Knight or something like that.
No, I feel like that's probably why a lot of people don't do anything different, because the fact that they're like, well, everyone's going to be doing this. I would be weird if I did something different.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, guys, there's more talents out there than just singing.
And, like, you're, like, in high school or middle school, and you're weird and awkward anyways, and...
You got acne on your face. I get it.
Yeah, so you're like, you know what? Never mind. Like, I'm just not going to do it. I get it. But, yeah, so after the talent show, he's riding on this high. Mm-hmm. Everyone's, like, cheering for him.
And I wrote this down, and Matt says, this is the beginning of your downfall. And, yeah. From this point on, everything goes downhill for Andrew.
It really does.
Much like Carrie does at prom.
Yeah, they go to this party. Mm-hmm. Andrew's drinking.
Well, he meets this girl first. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, she looked way too old to be high school age.
Yeah, but this was his actual girlfriend at the time. And now wife. Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I look at this girl and it's like, you're not in high school. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, no, she definitely...
I don't know if it's just the pink hair that makes her look older or something like that.
I feel like maybe the pink hair. The pink hair didn't
vibe with her.
It didn't vibe with her very well.
Then again, that's very high school where it's just like you're experimenting with your hair. And
that's true.
It doesn't match your personality.
Anything going on, yeah. But she... And now at this point, I mean, to be fair, none of these people look like they all look like they're in their 20s.
Yeah, but she looked much older than anybody.
But she's, she's hitting on him a little bit. And
she's like, you remember me?
And, the guys are trying to get him laid. Yeah. They're being his wingman. They're like, dude, like, go.
There's a moment where it reminded me of Michael B. Jordan's character in Sinners, where Matt's just like, hey, where's Andrew? And Steve is just like, oh, my boy's upstairs, like doing that. It reminds me of that moment where, what is it? I'm trying to remember the character's name from Sinners. Why am I forgetting? The younger one. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Their cousin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what his name was.
Do you want me to look that up real quick?
Yeah, okay. That would help. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I keep wanting to call him Preacher Boy, but that's not his name.
Sammy?
Sammy, that's it. Yeah, fuck. Now I look like a fake
You
fan.
Idiot!
I look like a fake fan
Fake fan of Sinners over here, you guys.
Sinners was my favorite movie last year.
That was awesome.
But no, there's a moment where Sammy's like in the back room with Perlene. Why did I fucking remember her name?
Her name?
Not Sammy's.
That's crazy.
Anyway, he's like going down on Perlene and like Stack comes up and he hears and he's just like smiling all proud and he's like, boy found that button, didn't he?
He's like, hell yeah.
So I was just like, it's his Sinners.
It's his Sinners scene. But yeah, so I think they go to play beer pong.
Yeah.
And that's when Andrew gets a little tipsy.
He gets like he plays a perfect game because of course he does. He can manipulate the balls to go wherever he wants.
And they head upstairs because what else are you gonna do with the winner of a beer pong playing tournament? You're gonna sleep with them.
You're gonna blow him.
Hell yeah. And I love this part because now Matt and Steve are doing like testimonials.
Oh yeah, like, more so. Matt begins it.
And he's like,
he's kind of pouring his heart out to his cousin because he was just like, seeing you up there, you did such a great job. Like, we're family. I should be more there for you and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then we get Steve's perspective, and he's like, man, Andrew, like, I'm so proud of my boy. Like, you're getting some right now. Let's go see.
Yeah, he goes upstairs, and he's just like, I'm filming the moment that you become a man or something like that. And I was like, that is very 17-year-old to, like, unintentionally film your friend having sex.
And this is when the pink-haired girl runs out of the room.
Covered in barf. And she's, like, obviously grossed out and disgusted. Yeah, I mean, like, a 17-year-old, like, what do you expect? A 17-year-old just drank a bunch of alcohol.
For the first time
ever. It's like, yeah, obviously, he's gonna throw up.
And it just sucks, because obviously this is his first time, so he doesn't know his limit either, and didn't know, this poor guy. But yeah, as she was, performing downstairs for him.
Yeah, because Steve goes in the room, his pants are fully down.
Yes, and he had obviously just barfed straight onto her as she was doing that. And now, obviously, Andrew's very embarrassed. And Steve goes in there, and he's trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, it's like, this happens to everybody, you know.
He's like, it's cool, dude.
It's fine.
But Andrew thinks
Which is actually true.
Yeah, like, weird, embarrassing shit happens.
Well, I feel like even when, like, you first drink, like, if you're not used to it, you're going to throw up.
You're going to throw up. You're going to do stupid shit. And so, you know, Steve's trying to make light of it. He's trying to be there for him. He's kind of laughing it off, you know. But Andrew's like, why are you laughing at me? Stop laughing at me. Mm-hmm. And
immediately
Steve's like, whoa, like, I'm not. And you can just tell a switch has been flipped. Mm-hmm. A flipped has been switched.
Well, this is very much the bucket of blood coming down on Carrie's head. This is the embarrassing moment.
Yes. And, I mean, not as extreme, I feel like. Because with Carrie, this was in front of the entire school.
It becomes like the moment where there's no going back for this character now.
There's not.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to tickle my throat.
Don't cough into the mic. No, I'm just kidding.
Coughed away. So, Andrew's pissed. He's pissed. He's embarrassed. Steve's
after this, we get like a hard cut to him in his room. And this is a spider scene where there's a spider crawling on the floor and he picks it up with his mind and like...
just disassembles
just fucking splits it apart piece by piece.
And I wrote Andrew breaking the rules with the spider.
I put on here that Andrew went full serial killer.
Oh yeah, and fun fact... this movie was going to be a lot darker.
Yeah, I heard this movie was supposed to be like a hard R rating or even an NC-17.
Honestly, it would have been a little crazy if they did that. I kind of
would have actually liked that.
I would have vibed with that. But this scene with the spider...
was supposed to be a foreshadow for what he was supposed to do.
With his father.
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to rip his father limb from limb.
Wouldn't that have been insane, you guys?
I would have been for it. I would have been cheering.
Hell yeah. I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Because we get a moment a little later on where it's like he roughs up his father a little bit. And I was just like, he deserved that and worse.
Yeah, his dad's a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. But the fact that this was supposed to be darker, because that just seemed like a foreshadow.
Yeah, it does.
That moment of him ripping it apart.
It also, well, it is a foreshadow in the sense that he's just going full psychopath at this point.
I felt like I definitely wanted to see something like that happen. But, you know, PG-13.
It would have been cool.
It would have been so cool. But this is when Andrew and his dad get into a fight because he found the camera. Mm-hmm. Andrew's dad takes him down to the basement, it seems. And is
something like that.
Basically just saying, that's a $500 camera. Your mom needs her prescription. You're just wasting our money and da-da-da-da-da. But Andrew's like, what money? Yeah. And your dad's like, yeah, you're right. I don't have any money to waste. And I'm thinking the whole time while I'm watching this, how are you buying your beer?
Yeah, true.
That costs money. And it seems
he
like
literally says, like, every last cent goes into your mother. And so it's like, obviously not for the alcohol you're drinking.
Not every last cent, yeah.
Or the drugs that you might be doing if you're disappearing during the day.
Yeah, it's like,
no one knows
where
you're going.
Exactly. And... you know,
also blaming, like, telling Andrew that he's selfish. It's like, dude, you're selfish. Like, Andrew was, like, trying to call for you to get the medicine for his mom, who's, like, dying in the other room, and you're just fucking snooping through your son's room.
It's so, yeah, his dad sucks. And
his dad sucks majorly.
Yeah, and so this is when he gets up to kind of rough up Andrew. I forgot if he, like, pushed him or goes to swing on him or something.
Well, what happens is, like...
Andrew says...
well, the father's just like, every last cent goes into your mother and for paying for you to go to school. And Andrew says, you don't pay for public school, you idiot. And that's what triggers the dad. He's like, what'd you call me?
It's like an idiot.
Which, to be fair, motherfucker's being an idiot.
Yeah. So this is when his dad gets up to punch him.
Pretty much slap him like he's been doing the entire movie.
And Andrew has had it.
Mm-hmm. Grabs him, like, puts him up against the wall. And he's like, I could crush you right now.
Mm-hmm. And then throws him to the side.
And for me, I'm being like, yeah, fucking crush him.
Do it.
I think I even put in my notes, it's like, I know that Matt made the rules, but it's like, I think we can have some exceptions.
We've already broken them with the spider. Might as well break it with your dad now next.
Even just ignoring the spider, just like show Matt this footage. I feel like a lot of Andrew's problems would have been solved if he just told anybody or even shown anybody this footage.
And I feel like maybe if he did, I don't know if Matt would have been able to do anything because again, they're just dumb 17-year-olds. Then you
would now have him on your side because, like, we'll get to it later. Like, there becomes this barrier in between Andrew and Matt, and like Matt is just trying to be like, "What's going on? What's happening? Talk to me." And Andrew's very like, "No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not telling you." And it's like if he had just come out and said like, "My father was beating me." Like, your uncle's beating me and stuff like that. I feel like even if Matt can't really do anything about it, it would have at least gotten Matt on his side and defending him.
Yeah. No, this is definitely and a good talk about your feelings.
Yeah. And, like, if he had told Steve any of this, it probably would have prevented his fate.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about it now. So, after he roughs up his father... I guess all three of them kind of share this telepathic bond with each other. Mm-hmm. Because, like, we cut to Matt, like, having a massive nosebleed. And he doesn't know where it came from. It just started. And then Casey, which apparently, I guess they spent the night together.
Yeah, spent the night. Slept over.
He keeps getting calls from Steve. Like, Steve keeps calling.
And he's like, it's like, fine, we'll ignore it.
It's fine, whatever.
Which is crazy because it's like, dude, your nose is bleeding. Steve's blowing up your phone. Maybe we should answer the phone. Like,
dude, bros before hoes. Yeah. Steve blew off his girlfriend for you guys.
Literally. Insane. Matt's not a real one. Anyway, so moral of the story. So Steve goes to find Andrew.
Andrew's up in the clouds during a storm. Steve flies up and is just like, what's going on? And, like, Steve puts it together because he sees, like, his face and he's just like, is your dad hitting you?
Yeah, he's like, we can do something about this.
And it breaks my heart because it's like he is that close to getting to him, of just, like, breaking through that barrier.
I think what his dad said...
is like, that those guys aren't your real friends.
His dad was talking to him about how he looked through the camera and Andrew says, what did you see? And his dad says, just you being a loser.
Which means that he probably only went to the previous day. Because, like, if he had gone back, like, further, he'd be like, you're fucking flying?
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm for sure he only went through the night. And he told Andrew, you think those guys are your friends? They're not your friends.
Yeah.
Like, you're just a fucking loser.
It's like, actually, no, Steve was genuinely being a friend
and
to
I think that just got into his head. And so once Steve comes to console him, Andrew's just, get away from me. You're not my friend. You don't know me.
Yeah, exactly. It breaks my heart because, again, like, Steve, like, it's that close.
And Steve says, like, what do you mean? I hang out with you, Matt, every day. Yeah. He's like, for the past however many, like, month or two.
Steve's like, rewind the footage. Watch all this.
Yeah, and...
watch this found footage.
I remember the first time I watched this, I cried. I was going to cry this time, too. I definitely teared up when this happened.
I have a hard time crying for fictional characters.
Oh, I cry. I get so attached. But I was going to cry with this, too. I was watching it with my boyfriend, though, and I think our roommate was, like, in the room as well. And I'm like, this isn't the mood to cry. No. But I felt...
Oh, you watched this with
Wing, yeah.
How did he handle that?
He's seen it before, okay. But he handled it well. I think he looked away quite a bit, because once he realized, like, oh, I have seen this before, like, he was kind of, like, in and out of it.
And to be fair, there's a lot more steadier footage with this, with Andrew, like, floating the camera, so I get that.
And I don't think... because you're asking this for the people who didn't listen to that. My boyfriend has motion sickness.
Yeah. Because you mentioned, like...
in Cloverfield. Yeah,
because Cloverfield, out of the three that we watched so far, is the worst proprietor of shaky cam. Yeah. It technically probably would have been Blair Witch if we included it, but no, Cloverfield kind of takes the cake.
I feel like Cloverfield might even be worse than Blair Witch.
Actually, now that I think about it.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But no, this one was fine for him. But no, I definitely wanted to tear up when this happened, because Andrew is letting his emotions get the better of him.
He's letting anger dictate these powers.
And he's just yelling at Steve, telling him, go away, just leave me alone, go away. And this is when lightning strikes and it hits Steve.
It's very much implied, I don't think it's ever said, but like Andrew caused that lightning strike.
Yeah.
But what I question is, did Andrew mean to do that?
I don't know if he...
I feel like he didn't.
I don't know if he wanted to actually
hurt you think
Steve.
He did it, but he thought that Steve would be fine.
Yes. I think that he wanted to do something to get him away. And so in his head the whole time...
lightning bolt, obviously.
Yeah, the whole time in his head he's just like, get away, get away, get away. And that's what he wants. So he's going to project anything to get Steve away. And I think that's what happened. But it was too much anger, too much emotion. And he hit him and killed him. I don't think he meant to kill him.
Thinking about it now, he probably also thought that Steve would put up a barrier to protect himself.
Possibly.
Because again, another moment where a barrier would have helped in this situation.
And then again... Steve doesn't think he's going to get hurt right now.
No.
He's not thinking about putting a barrier
He's
up.
just trying to talk to his friend, trying to get him to, like, open up.
To open up and calm down and to just, like... Because he's telling him, like, come on, we'll go back to the ground. Like, let's talk it out. But he hit Steve with lightning. And then the next scene is at
the funeral.
Steve's funeral.
Which is very heartbreaking because it's like, I really like this character and now he's gone.
That's the thing, too. Like... I'm sure everyone
no more
watching...
Michael B. Jordan for the rest of the movie either.
But I'm sure everyone watching this was just so crushed because it's hard not to love this character.
Yeah, I mean, that's just from the actor and the way this character's written. Like, he's very likable. You gravitate towards him.
And now you fucking hate Andrew because he took that away from us.
To me, like, in my mind, it's just like, I'm still understanding Andrew and why he's doing what he's doing. I'm not on his side.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I understand, dude. But it's like, you gotta get some help.
Yeah, like, how is he not seeing this and is like, this is my wake-up call? He doesn't see this like this, and it pisses Matt off, too, because Matt goes to confront him, and Matt is very accusatory, which, fair, because he's telling Andrew... How did Steve get struck with lightning when like, there's no records of there being a lightning strike?
And it's like, he was found out in the middle of a field. Why would Steve be out in the middle of a field? Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and our noses were bleeding. My phone was being blown up by Steve. Something obviously was going on with you. Mm-hmm. Explain.
Explain.
America, explain.
I am confusion.
The second time we brought that up. I love that one. But Andrew's just being kind of a huge dick right now, and he just flies, because Matt is telling him, put the camera down.
Yeah, because, like...
I want to talk to you.
And then Andrew, like, lifts the camera into the air, and, like, I love the little moment of just Matt just looking around, making sure no one else is seeing it.
Yeah, he immediately whips around, and he's like, are you joking right now?
He's like, is this a joke? Are you not taking this seriously right now?
Because he just broke another rule. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not supposed to be showing other people our powers. We're not supposed to be doing it where people can see, and Andrew just lifted it up and... is mind-bending his camera.
In the span in this movie, like, Andrew breaks all 3 rules.
Oh, immediately.
Like, he uses it on living beings, the spider, and on Steve.
Used it out of anger
He used it out of anger on his father and on Steve. Mm-hmm. And now he's putting his powers on full display out in the open. Mm-hmm. So...
he's being a dick.
He's just an anarchist.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. He's an incel.
He's an incel. And he's obviously just not taking this seriously. And before, a while ago, before all of the his downfall started happening, Andrew was talking to Matt about him videoing things all the time. Mm-hmm. And Andrew had said that he likes videoing it because it feels like he isn't present, kind of thing.
Well, Steve is just like, don't you feel like it's like a barrier between you and everything else? Mm-hmm. And Andrew's just like, I don't mind having a barrier in between.
And that's why Matt the whole time is telling him to put it down and to be present with him. But even when he lifts it off, he is still not present. Yeah. He's still
Also, by the way, I like this initial like explanation of why everything's being filmed. It's because Andrew's like in an abusive household. You would film everything.
You would, yeah.
So,
no, I do like that as well.
but then that kind of switches into he's being egotistic and like he wants people to see his power.
Yeah. Well, now after this, we kind of cut back to where we were at the beginning.
Yeah, he's kind of regressed back into being a loner.
He's a loner. He's eating by himself on the bleachers again. And then we get a scene where he passes the girl with the pink hair who was at the party that he threw up on.
And everyone's making fun of him. Again, like Carrie, public embarrassment. Everyone's making fun of him. Which, by the way, like, guys, everyone in that school, I'm pretty sure every one of those kids had thrown up their first time having alcohol. It's like, calm the fuck down.
Kids are assholes, dude. They really are.
I hated teenagers even when I was one.
Yeah, same. They're awful. I was probably also awful. All of them awful.
I guarantee I was probably awful in high school.
No, we suck.
Anyone who I went to high school with, comment down below if you remember me being awful.
No, like, everyone's just awful at that age. And so Andrew does the only thing that you can do when you're being bullied.
Rip some teeth out of a person.
He says, hey, kid. I can't remember the kid's name.
I can't either, no.
Rips his fucking teeth out.
Yeah. And then it goes full serial killer of just in the bathroom. He's just like...
showing it off.
So I pulled this one clean because like I wrapped it around like the root and pulled it out, whereas these ones broke.
He's like, yeah, these ones weren't that clean. And he's just like showing this guy's fucking teeth.
Like serious like BTK vibes going on of just like... videotaping his crimes.
Actually, he's insane, and
he's starting to see himself as being above these people, which this is what happens when you give teenagers these kinds of powers. They are probably going to think that.
Well, and then we get a scene a little bit after this where he is at that junkyard or abandoned area. Yeah, again.
The only good CGI effect in this movie.
Oh, this is great.
It's why they put it in the trailer.
Yes, and he's talking to the camera.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's explaining, like...
apex predators.
Because he looked it up, and he's just like, a lion doesn't feel guilty for eating a gazelle. Which is true, but it's just like, there's a big difference between a lion and a human.
A huge difference.
Humans have morals, like it's built into our DNA.
And he's comparing himself to a lion.
And it's like lions eat gazelles to live. It's a survival thing.
Like, you're not doing the things that you're doing currently to survive. You're just doing it to be a douche.
Because now you have, like a power... like, what is it? Power fetish, I guess.
He's basically just saying, that he's just better than everyone else. And
he's
in
like,
the background...
I'm going to become Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he definitely has
I'm going to become Megamind.
Megamind. But he takes his hand, and there's a car in the background. And he takes his hand, and he does a crushing motion with it.
And the car crushes behind it. Really cool effect.
Great effect.
Although, anytime I was watching it, it's like that car's so prominent. It's like in those old, like, Scooby-Doo cartoons, where it's just like, the background is like a static painting, and then you have like something in the foreground
that's really bright and
that's
colorful.
Very bright, and it's like, oh, that thing's going to be animated, so your eye is drawn to it
immediately. And this is when he just he's so psycho. He's insane at this point. We've lost Andrew.
He has become this movie's villain.
And this part kind of makes me laugh when Matt goes into Andrew's room.
This part makes me laugh too.
And confronts him, and they're arguing about the rules. And then
Matt, is it the flying out the window? Yeah. Because they stop fighting at one point, and then Matt like turns around and just right out the window.
It's so funny.
It reminds me, I don't know if you've seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World. There's that moment where Knives visits Scott's house, and then Scott like jumps out the window.
He's like, you just missed him.
Or in Jojo Rabbit, if you've ever seen Jojo Rabbit. Oh, there's a moment, you know the conceit of Jojo Rabbit. It's like little kid has Hitler as like an imaginary friend. There's one scene in that movie where Hitler just at one point jumps out the window, and it's really funny.
Yeah, if y'all have ever seen any of those movies, it's exactly that. But he's not breaking a window. He's literally just leaping out to fly away. He literally just
leaps out like he's fucking Superman.
It's so funny. But then we get a scene with Andrew going to the pharmacy
to try to get his medicine. It's set up earlier in the movie. We have one moment where Andrew's like testing out like his ability to lift the camera with his mind. And you hear in the background the dad on the phone with the pharmacy being like, he needs $700 for this medicine, which American healthcare for you.
Seriously. So Andrew's going to the pharmacy to pick it up, and the pharmacist is like, you have to pay this or you can't get your medicine. I've already told your dad this. That's just how it is. To be a pharmacist to say that is crazy.
Yeah, like that would. He could have put it nicer.
He was just so
because we're talking to a teenager here. Like,
yeah, he's like, I already told your dad. Get out of here.
I told you, Dad, and I'm going to tell you this. Either you pay up the whole front, or there's nothing I can do for you. It's like, dude, you could. His mom's dying. Maybe you can lay it on a little. You can sugarcoat it a little bit.
Come on. But Andrew calls him like a prick or something. I can't remember. He says something under his breath. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't pull his teeth out.
I'm surprised too, honestly, at this point.
But this is when he starts to do some big crimes.
He decides to put on... I totally forgot this part happened, by the way.
Oh, him putting on his dad's firefighter?
Just the whole, like, crime spree he went on.
I love that as, like, a supervillain costume. Mm-hmm. Because, like, his dad is the villain to him, so it's like he's gonna wear it to do fucking...
these crimes.
Supervillain shit, which is to do petty theft on some local criminals.
I mean, I'm sure he made the whole get up a little lighter with his telekinetic powers. But probably, that's pretty,
yeah. Those jackets are heavy duty. They're supposed to protect you from fire, so...
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure that was quite hot. I feel like he could've...
you see it later because he puts on, like, a gas mask to do it to try to hide his face.
I feel like he could have just put that on and, I don't know, maybe some
But, like, later
clothes.
On, you'll see him without and his hair's kind of, like...
very
stuck
wet.
To his head and wet and stuff like that. Sweat, baby, sweat, baby. I'm not going to sing that song here.
But Andrew goes out and he decides to rob people now.
So at the beginning of the movie, he kind of films these, like, I guess local gangbangers or something like
neighborhood bullies.
Which I put in my notes at the beginning. It's like, dude, don't film those guys. What are you doing?
Like, what's going on? Yeah. And so he goes up to them and says, give me all your money. He's robbing them. And immediately...
all the guys were just like, what is this, a fucking joke?
Yeah, and they're like, wait, is that Andrew?
Yeah, they immediately clock it. Just like the disguise did not work at all.
Did not work at all, because they said, sounds like Andrew. Kind of looks like him in there.
Backpack that he carries around.
Carrying his backpack. And Andrew just starts fucking.
Yeah, he puts up the finger guns.
He does put up the finger gun.
And the dude's just like, I got a real gun, and then force pushes him back.
Yes. Super cool, by the way. Yeah. I enjoyed that.
I mean, it would have been a lot more cool if he didn't kill these guys. I'm pretty sure he kills these guys.
I'm pretty sure, too. That's what Wing was saying. Because Wing said, like, wow, he's just out here killing everyone. And
this is where that R rating would have come in handy. Because there's a little bit of blood here. But I feel like if they could go full R-rated, it probably
would have been crazy.
It would have emphasized that he's killing these.
No, I don't think I would have had any second guesses if he killed these people.
I feel like, he's killing these guys.
Okay. I was kind of like, he's probably injuring them, but then some of them I was looking at, and I was like, there's some blood come out of his head, and he might be dead.
But anyway, he robs them. He doesn't get much money, which, like, dude... You think you're going to get $700 from some local gangbangers?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Okay. Yeah.
I love the little, like, he's sitting down, like, his hair's all wet and stuff like that. He's counting the cash, and it's, like, maybe at most, like, $80.
Yeah. So then he's like, let's go rob a convenience store.
Just a random convenience store.
He goes in there.
Force pushes a guy into the cigarettes in the back.
Opens up the register, and I love this little scene where he's like, come on, and he's holding his backpack open,
and the money's flying in.
It's flying out into it, and he's like, come on, hurry.
Yeah, but the money effects on that look bad.
Oh, they look terrible, but also I was like, dude, you're the one controlling this
you're
shit.
The one doing
you
it.
Hurry.
But then again, we're all like that. Like, there are mornings where I'm trying to get to work, and I'm just, like, trying to put my shoes on. It's like, hurry up, faster, and stuff like that.
But this is
But yeah,
when
then the convenience store guy, instead of just letting it go, comes out with a big fucking shotgun.
I mean, that's his living right there. Fucking come back here. Because it doesn't seem like it's a chain.
Yeah, it's like a local gas station or something like that.
And so Andrew...
Yeah, like the convenience store guy points the shotgun and Andrew like instinctively pushes it, like the gun out of his hand, it falls down, hits a propane tank and explodes.
Blows himself up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe killing the gas station attendant. We don't know.
I feel like he probably did because the gas station attendant was right next to the propane tank. And the fact that Andrew got like pretty burnt.
Oh yeah, he got like severe burns.
I'm pretty sure that convenience store man passed.
Probably. I don't know. Looking at it when it happens, like the guy didn't seem like he was too much on fire. But then again, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really important, but...
But then we get the scene, and now the footage is through security cameras from the hospital.
Part, other than the one camera that's in Andrew's bedroom.
As we're seeing, like, the dad walking into his room, it's through security footage. And, you know, when this scene happens, it's kind of like a... You think maybe a redemption moment for the dad?
Oh, I never thought that. And any time that I've ever watched this.
It might have been. Someone might have seen.
Well, he comes into the room and he starts crying.
Yeah, he comes in the room. And the officer says, like, the camera needs to continue rolling for investigative purposes.
Because I think maybe the government's starting to be like, maybe these boys are up to something.
And the dad says, "Can I have a minute alone with my son?" And the dad sits down, he starts crying.
And supposed to trick the audience into thinking he's crying for his son.
And then, you know, he says, like, your mom's dead. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh no, like, maybe he's having a come to Jesus moment. And is like, you're the only thing I have left now, son. I love you. That's
not what happens.
That's not what happens. Even in real life, that's not what happens. Like, sorry. Usually people don't have a come to Jesus moment in times like this.
Not really, no.
No, they don't.
More than anything, they have more irrational thoughts.
Yeah, they really do. And so he immediately starts blaming Andrew.
Mm-hmm. He's like, your mom died while I was out looking for you because you were just out fucking around and doing stuff like that.
He's like, she needs someone there, and I wasn't there for her.
Which, by the way, dude, you should have been there anyway. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Honestly, I highly doubt he went out looking for Andrew.
I don't think he did.
I think that's a crock of bullshit, honestly.
It's crocodile tears.
It is. He just wants to blame someone other than him. Because he probably was at home passed out drunk.
Why would he go looking for his son that he doesn't care about?
Exactly. Like, I don't believe him for a second. And so
that dude's a fucking liar.
He is. And
he's a great big phony. Hey guys, this guy's a phony.
Cut to that scene of Family Guy. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I think that might be copyrighted.
No, that's fine. Also, Family Guy's not great, so.
No.
Early Family Guy is.
That's early-ish, right?
That's pretty early on.
So yeah, the dad's just laying into him, just yelling and getting in his face. He's like, I know you can fucking hear me, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing. Like, your son's like 90% covered in bandages. What the fuck do you mean? Mm-hmm. He's kind of right, though.
He is. He can listen because you can tell the heart rate monitor is kind of spiking a little bit.
Not only that, but like the room kind of starts vibrating.
No, it starts shaking.
Like, technology is kind of flickering and stuff like that. The camera
and the lights were flicker on and off.
Darkness falls upon the land. The midnight hour is close at hand.
I was doing the hash-slinging slasher. What were you doing?
That's the ending of Thriller. We went two different ways.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. The lights will flicker on and off.
And the walls will ooze green slime. Oh, wait.
That's not. The phone will ring 3 times. I love Squidward's like he holds up 2 tentacles and then the third tentacle is his leg.
Oh my goodness.
Little SpongeBob tangent right there.
Sorry.
And a very serious moment in the movie.
I know, his dad's freaking blowing up because the whole room explodes.
Mm-hmm. Explosion. I love it explodes, hard cut, we're at the party with Matt and Casey.
Yeah, it's like her
I guess it's like her nephew or brother. It's like
their birthday.
It's some kind of weird relation.
It's a child's birthday. Yeah, they're there. They're hanging out.
You know, fuck these kids.
Literally. And so Casey just turns to Matt and she's like, "Oh my god, your nose is bleeding."
Yeah, because dude's nose starts bleeding just out of nowhere. And that's when he gets a sense of just like, oh, Andrew needs me.
He's like, Andrew's in trouble. And I think he is listening to the nosebleed this time so much because the last time he didn't.
Because
Steve ended
died.
up, yeah, Steve ended up dead. And
I thought you were going to be like, now he's listening to it because Steve's not blowing up his phone anymore.
No, I think he probably has survivor's guilt because he probably thinks, like, what if they both would have went up together?
Yeah.
Like, would they have been able to, like,
finally, Matt's just like, pussy's not worth this, and just runs out.
Well, her family's there. He's like, I'm not getting any anyways, so might as well go help my friend.
I love how they get into, like, her Volkswagen and just, like her little buggy and just like, do you have your keys? Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Like, oh my gosh. So at this point, it was hard to write notes because so much shit happens.
Yeah, this pretty much. So to go back to Carrie comparisons, it's not really emphasized like in the original movie, but in the book, Carrie after prom, after killing everyone in the auditorium, basically goes on a rampage through the town and pretty much destroys the town on her way back home. And that's kind of what's happening here. Andrew is like full psychopath. First, he tries to drop his dad from the hospital room.
Yes.
Which Matt comes up and saves him. I'm just like, nah, you should have just let that motherfucker
Casey's
fall.
Like, what? Because obviously they get to the scene.
Oh, yeah, this is where Casey first
sees that Andrew's flying in the air. Everyone's freaking out. Andrew drops his dad, and then
just Matt out of nowhere flies up, catches him.
And Casey's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. She's like, you didn't say that you were Superman.
Yeah.
I'm Lois Lane now.
And so Matt comes back, and he tells Casey, like, we gotta go. And so he goes to load them all up into her bug, but Andrew's after them.
Tossing helicopters and shit at him.
He lifts up the bug and
up to the top of the Sky Needle.
Yes, and drops it on there, and they're trying to open the door. Matt can't get it open, and they're just free falling at this point.
Which, by the way, if I was Casey, like, instantly die. Like, my heart would just give out.
It would explode.
Yeah.
And also, I'd be a little bit mad at my boyfriend who also had superpowers, because I'd be like, okay, how can't you help right now?
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be like, come on,
it's
lift
like,
the car.
It's like, I'm not sure if you watch Invincible, but like in the show Invincible, like the main character has superpowers and keeps it from his girlfriend, and then he eventually confesses to her that he has superpowers, and she's like, well, I knew that you did, but you didn't tell me, and I'm mad at you for it.
I mean, I'd be a little mad if...
Yeah, but then again, how do you like...
Oh, I wouldn't be mad if they didn't tell me. I'd be mad that I'm like, yo, I just watched you fly, and now we're in the air, but you're telling me you can't open the damn door?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're joking, right? You can
he
fly.
Eventually gets that door open.
He does.
He rips the side of it off.
He does eventually get it open, and I think he sets the bug back down.
No, what happens is like the car's starting to go in free fall, and you can see Andrew up there, but then the door rips off, so he like uses his mind powers to rip.
Yeah.
Why am I calling them mind powers? He uses telekinesis to rip the door off, and then he flies down and gets her out of there.
Yeah, and this whole climax is crazy.
It's pretty cray-cray.
So much shit happens. I can't even explain this.
I can't even tell you all the things that happen. I know like he throws like a light pole into a car at one point.
And then another point, Andrew's up next to a skyscraper, and everyone has the...
Everyone is recording because...
Is that in the Sky Needle?
Yeah,
okay.
Because of course you would. Like, you're seeing two dudes flying outside.
Yeah, and we keep getting perspectives of all their different phones, and then Andrew
rips them all out, yeets them out, and basically now we have, like...
a 360 view.
We have angles at every point. Again, this movie is trying its hardest to not be found footage.
It's trying its hardest to continue to be found footage when it's really not anymore.
Yeah. Which I guess I can beg the question, like, would this movie have worked better if it wasn't found footage? Would it have hit harder? Would it have been as unique?
I like that it's found footage.
Yeah. I just kind of wish, like, who's getting all this footage?
No, at this
who's
point...
Who's collecting it? Who's editing it?
Exactly. I feel like they could have explained that part a little more, but...
It's the government.
The government.
The government.
But yeah, and him and Matt are having this big fight. Andrew says, "Why did you catch him?" Referring to his dad. Matt's like, "Bro, you're going a little crazy right now. We need to calm down."
To be fair, I was also asking that question for Matt. It's like, why'd you catch him?
I mean, I'm sure it's hard. It would be a moral thing. You know, like, yeah, I know this guy's an asshole, but like, we can't
morals
just...
at that point. I would just drop that dad.
I'm sure Matt was like,
I'm pretty sure if Matt was in the know of like what this father was doing, he probably would have just looked the other way.
Like, oh no, we showed up too late.
Oh no.
Darn.
Oh, he died? Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Andrew, calm down. But yeah, they're tussling a lot.
I mean, at one point, like, Andrew refers to himself again as the apex predator.
And he
throws a fucking bus at him.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And... Oh, we even forgot to mention this before in the room with the funny flying away scene with Matt. Yeah. When he's confronting Andrew, he tells him, like, if you don't stop, I'm going to
have to stop you.
And Andrew says, what are you going to do? I'm stronger than you.
He's like, square up, boy.
Yeah, and Matt goes to punch him, and Andrew stops him with
catches it, like, mid-air.
And that's when he goes, woo.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm done.
Yeah. So, obviously, at this point, we know that Andrew's more powerful. That's
and pretty much apparent. This whole fight scene, even though I can't remember.
Oh, so much happens.
So much happens, or so much cuts to different cameras and shit like that. It's hard to keep up with what's going on.
Andrew is very much winning.
Yeah, like Matt's getting his ass handed to him.
And at one point, we get kind of in the center of town. It seems like
in like the center of a plaza or something like that. Which we get, like, my favorite shot in the entire movie, where Andrew just at one point, like, he's screaming, he has his hands up, and, like, the glass behind him is shattering from the building. Like, I feel like if that didn't, like, give away the climax, like, that would have been the poster shot of just him yelling and the glass shattering behind him. Like, that was cool. Such a fucking cool image. I love that image.
Yeah, because now they're in this plaza area.
They're both kind of starting to get worn out.
Oh yeah,
like you can tell Andrew's getting
tired. Andrew's kind of in the middle of it. Matt's off to the side and they're surrounded by police officers.
I would like to think what's going through those cops' minds are just like, what the fuck is this?
I wouldn't know how to deal with it, because at one point earlier before this plaza area, they do shoot and Matt catches it like throws it away. So they're like, these guys, I can't even shoot them. We're still going to try, but you know. So yeah, they're in this plaza area and Matt is just screaming at Andrew like, stop.
He's like, you need to stop.
You need to stop, please. And Andrew's about to kill all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, he does a big like push, just knocks it. A big Akira push and just pushes everything.
Have y'all ever watched Naruto? Because if you have, this is the almighty push that Pain does.
We just brought up two different anime references. Did. I went to Akira, you went to Naruto.
Because Pain destroys... I won't spoil it if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
He pushes some stuff, and it destroys the whole area, and it's crazy.
I know that there's a moment in Akira, I can't remember specifically, but he does like a big push as well, like that.
The world shall know pain. Anyways, but
for those of you that get it, because I certainly don't.
Did you guys notice I'm wearing my Akatsuki cardigan? I don't know if you can see it. It has clouds on it.
It's nice.
Thank you. Got it at Steady Hands. Also not sponsored, but they have really nice cardigans there.
I'm just wearing my Thanos shirt. Infinity Gauntlet, so not relevant at all to superhero.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's right. A villain too.
Yeah, Thanos, the ultimate villain. My boy Josh Brolin.
Anyways, we're at the climax. Andrew is just yelling, shaking. The glass is vibrating. It's crazy, and the only thing that Matt can do is the statue that's right behind Andrew.
Is holding a giant spear.
I wonder what's going to happen. And Matt takes it and...
right through Andrew.
Right through Andrew. Just again, spears him.
Was there.
I mean, like I
But yeah,
said,
like he thought like
he was
no
untouchable.
threat.
Yeah. And
Which, dude, that barrier is the reason why you're not like nothing's a threat to you.
exactly, but he wasn't thinking about that at that point.
And again, if we're bringing up Carrie dies by being stabbed through the back. A little bit of a loose. Yeah, Margaret White stabs Carrie through the back, and that's what kills her.
I do remember that. But yeah, he is stabbed in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And
although Carrie dies by butcher knife, this is a bit more extreme than that. It's a giant
spear from a statue.
And also from a family member.
It is. There's a lot of parallels.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Like, I kid around saying that this is a remake of Carrie, but it's like, there's a lot in common.
I would say it very much is.
I feel like Stephen King could sue.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Matt ends Andrew, and then he blasts off.
Yeah, the police like come up, all the SWAT and stuff. Like they're probably confused. They're just like, "What the fuck did we just witness?"
Yeah, like both of y'all were flying, and I know you just killed that guy, but I feel like we should probably maybe shoot you as well. We should
probably get you detained.
And he just. Woo!
But I love that because like he's passed out on the ground and then he opens his eyes, gets up instantly, and poof,
flies away, just like how he did out the window earlier.
Mm-hmm. To the window, to the wall,
to the sweat
drops down my balls.
Oh,
these bitches crawl.
Oh, ski, motherfucker.
We can't say that on a podcast. I'm just kidding. I can't believe they aired that song on the radio with Skeet uncensored.
I know. Good stuff, though.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Anyway, we get some montages of him flying, and then he makes it to Tibet, which was foreshadowed earlier. Mm-hmm. They have a scene where all three of them are sitting in a room after they learned that they could fly. Mm-hmm. They're just being like, well, where would you want to go? Like we can fly anywhere.
Travel around the world.
Even though we shouldn't trust that power, because who knows?
Yeah, not at all.
Who knows how far we could actually fly. But Andrew mentions he would like to go to Tibet to like be with all the monks and stuff like that. And
that was such a nice scene too, because they wanted to travel the world together. Yeah. Like, and I think Steve even brought that up whenever he was confronting Andrew up in the sky. He said, like, we're not friends. Like, I'm with you every single day. We're supposed to travel the world together. Remember, like Tibet. Like, I think he brings it up there as well. And so Matt travels there. He brings a camera with him. And it's like, we made it.
Mm-hmm. Very touching, like, ending note of just like, he was like, Andrew, you're not a bad person. And I know that you're not. Which technically is true. I feel like Andrew was very much influenced to be this way from years of abuse. Mm-hmm.
I know some people didn't like this last part, because they're like, well, Andrew literally killed a bunch of people and did this and that.
Yeah,
and
like I said, I'm not on Andrew's side, but I understand. And yes, I feel like deep down, Andrew would have been a better person if it wasn't for this upbringing.
It's very much like, what do they call it? Like nature versus nurture.
Yeah, nature versus nurture, like which influences... I go back and forth sometimes. Like, I think most of the time it's like nurture. I feel like we're very much influenced by outside stimuli, and it like influences to be like, I think about what I do nowadays and how much like it reflects like how I see my father do stuff. So it's like I do it even subconsciously. So it's like, yeah, I feel like it's very much a nurture thing, where it's like, I feel like if Andrew had like a caring father, and maybe not a dying mother, although I don't think that really plays too much into it, but like a caring father, like I feel like Andrew could have been a better person.
Yeah. Even just someone that he could go to.
Yeah.
Someone that he trusted. But again, I feel like...
That's why it's so tragic, because I feel like Steve was almost there. He could have been that person.
He was so close. No, and that's why I feel like that's why I am so emotional during that part when he dies, just because the fact that he was so genuine, and you could tell he wanted to get through to him and be there for him, and he was just gonna do amazing things, you know.
He's gonna be class president.
Yeah, well,
he's gonna be Barack Obama. I'm just kidding.
He was definitely going to do something with his life, and just to see.
Well, he mentioned he wanted to go into politics.
Yeah, and just to see like such a bright light that, in this movie,
bright,
that young.
A Michael Bright Light Jordan.
Yeah, so
that's what the B stands for.
It's bright light. And, to see him just die, it's like, fuck, you know? But...
Anyway, that's the third found footage film that we reviewed that has a very downer ending.
Yeah, very downer ending.
I feel like by its nature, found footage has to have down endings.
I think
because
so.
It's like, you have to find this footage. More than likely, the reason you're finding it is because the people who filmed it are dead.
Dead and gone.
Although Matt isn't. Like, I guess he's going to hang out with Doctor Strange up here in Tibet.
Yeah, he's just going to hang out. He left the camera there.
Yeah, which, by the way, how did anyone get this footage? Because, like, he flies away.
He does fly away.
Unless he just flew back and grabbed
a crazy, like... He's in the middle of a mountain in Tibet.
Yeah, like out in the middle of nowhere, like miles from anything.
And he's filming like buildings like in the far background.
Very far background.
Like I don't think this is somewhere where people frequent.
Mm-mm.
So again, where'd they get this footage?
Where'd they get this footage?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I listed all of my fun facts. That's Chronicle.
That's Chronicles of Narnia. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That's a good movie. Did you guys know that was about the Bible?
Yeah, isn't Aslan like a parallel for Jesus?
Yeah. I think God actually.
Yeah. Which is funny because a lot of Christians now hate those books.
Why?
I don't know.
Paganism, are they too magical?
Something like that. The same reason they hate Harry Potter.
It's so funny. We're going to go on a tangent right now. Sorry.
About the Chronicles of Narnia. That's for the Lonely Island fans out there.
That's crazy. No, there was this girl that used to work at Margaret. This is when I first started there.
Oh.
And she had told someone to have a magical day. She was just that kind of person. She was a little quirky,
I'm not like other girls.
Yeah, she was like, have a magical day. And they got pissed off. They said, I don't believe in magic. How dare you? Take that back. They were so... And she was like, no. She said, I'm not. And literally they called...
I've talked it with my friends and we're going to go no on
They
that.
literally called the manager over there and they're like, she told me to have a magical day. I'm a Catholic. I don't believe in that crap. And da-da-da-da-da. Like, I was just like... And I remember hearing about this and being like, that's a crazy thing to crash out about.
Here's the thing. I've been a manager there. Like, I'm pretty sure what happened is what I would have done is, like, I would have listened and I would be like, okay, I'll follow up. And then I would do nothing about it.
That's the thing. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it?
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to go up to that person and just be like, don't... I would probably talk with the person and just be like, hey, maybe don't talk to this person anymore.
I'd just be like, hey, just humor them. Just like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Have a good day.
It's like, to make your life easier, just like, maybe don't talk to this person.
It's just wild that people think like that.
It's
like,
weird.
they're gonna have a little word like magic really get to them that hard.
Yeah, to have a word like magic ruin your entire day.
Ah!
Jesus, I can't imagine that.
Dude, chill. It's not that serious.
It's not that deep, bro.
No. Oh my gosh, and today at work, you can cut this out if you want, Jade.
Nah, keep it in.
Because
Mods, add an electron to every atom of that person's body.
It's just...
It's a meme, don't worry about it.
There's just usually 4 of us on Saturdays, and one of the guys had left, so it was just me and two other people there. And one of the assistant managers answers the phone, and this guy's like talking about, I won't say what it is because I feel like I don't want people to know where I work.
Yeah.
But he's asking about something that we're supposed to have, supposedly, and we don't deal with that end of it. So she was just gonna like transfer him, and then he called her a fucking piece of shit on the phone.
Goddamn.
Crazy. And she like hung up on him, and she was just like, and told me what he said, and I was like, over that? Why are we this serious?
We can cut this out too, but I had an incident at work a couple days ago where it's like someone was trying to find an item that we have in store, and it ended up like a case where I accidentally grabbed the wrong product, like the cheaper product versus the more expensive one that I accidentally grabbed. But when we were trying to explain to this person was that sometimes we'll have like online deals for an item that are cheaper than what they are in store for the same product because they're trying to incentivize people to order online.
Yeah.
And this guy just went off and was just like, that's against the law. Like, I've worked with like the local state authorities. I'm going to bring this up with the DA. I was just like, dude.
I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, like basically a manager came over and was just the same way, just like, okay, sure, you'll find no illegal activity going on.
Well, it's like, what are you going to do? Sue that as a company?
Yeah.
I almost said the company's name. Sorry.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Sue that giant company. Like, that's crazy.
It was really funny.
I hate people.
Anyway, Chronicle.
That was Chronicle,
That was
guys.
Chronicle.
Sorry we're going on a lot of tangents that have probably been cut, which hopefully have been cut.
I hope at least one of those was cut, and
especially one of them.
Jade,
like, literally cut that one. That one should not be aired.
Cut it out. Do not put that in there. But anyway, yeah, still a very enjoyable movie.
Sorry, what did that guy do on Full House? Cut it out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was like,
you know how
stop,
long,
everyone.
You know how long it's been since I've thought of Full House?
Why?
Probably not since Fuller House was a thing. Yeah, cut it out.
Cut it out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hell yeah.
I wish I could forget that.
Forget that I did that. Sorry.
But yeah, pretty good movies still.
Pretty good.
Not all of it holds up, especially in terms of special effects.
Mm-hmm. I rated it a 3.
I rated it 3.5.
I kept going back and forth with this one.
I feel like because I like the characters enough, and I feel like they feel very believable, is why I can like bump it up a bit.
I feel like the best actor, in my opinion, was Michael B. Jordan.
I mean,
I didn't really like Matt's actor's acting.
I thought he did well enough for the role he was given.
He did fine.
And Dane DeHaan is great in this.
He did very good as well.
It always makes me sad to think that Dane DeHaan did not become a bigger actor than he is.
Yeah.
Like, the last thing he did that I remember was he was in Oppenheimer, but it's like I can't even remember who he was in Oppenheimer.
Like, he didn't really have a big role in it.
So it's like, it's a shame because he looks like a young Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Maybe they're like, we only have room for one of those in Hollywood. Thank you very much.
I think it's more like he did The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and they're just like, nah, let's not do this guy anymore.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he was the Green Goblin. He was the greenest goblin.
The greenest?
No, the greenest.
The greenest of goblins,
because his skin turns green in that movie.
I forgot about that, man. That's been a minute.
It's where the Green Goblin at the end of the movie looks like fucking Evil Ed from Fright Night.
Oh, God. Have I seen that? I've
the
heard
original
of
Fright Night?
I don't know if I've seen that or not.
We gotta do both Fright Nights, the original and the remake, because I like both of them.
I feel like I might have that. I have it on my watch list for sure. It just looks like a movie I would fuck with so hard.
It's pretty good, the original, and I like the remake with Colin Farrell.
Is that about vampires?
Vampires, yeah.
I think I have a vampire list going on right now. Let me see. Where's it at? Maybe I don't.
No.
That was one of my ideas, though.
Put that on there along with Nosferatu, unless we decide to do Robert Eggers month.
I'm thinking we might.
Because he has 4 movies, and that's like perfect.
Exactly. No, I have a musical, a horror musical month.
Oh, like Sweeney Todd, Little Shop of Horrors. What else would be on there?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, yeah.
And Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Oh. That's a shame, because I want to also put in there Phantom of the Paradise.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's great, too.
Phantom of the Paradise. All right, there we go. It's on there.
It very much feels like another Rocky Horror Picture Show.
All right, yeah, I didn't know, because I was debating on Repo the Genetic Opera, because I feel like that might be a little hard to go. I feel like musicals might be a little hard to go through, but
maybe.
We'll see, yeah.
Because we have to describe the songs.
Yeah.
And I'm not a good singer, so I can't sing some of these. And it wouldn't bode well on the YouTube edit.
Yeah. But yeah, so.
Yeah. Anyway, getting to our favorite segment. What does Letterboxd have to say?
Woo! what does Letterboxd have
I
to
actually
say?
screenshotted quite a few of these.
Oh, did you? I only
Yeah.
screenshotted like what number? Not 5.
How much do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, good
9,
Lord.
10, 11, 12, 13. 14,
Oh my God, Cody.
I have 15 of these.
Jesus Christ.
I kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why for Chronicle of all things. I have some that are like higher rated, middle rated, and then like a lot of lower rated ones.
Yeah, I have high and low as well since I kind of rated this in the middle. So I have 4.5 stars.
Okay.
Me and the Boys in creative mode.
God damn it, that was my first one too.
So funny.
That is really funny.
Because literally you're just flying around.
Yeah, pretty much. Just the boys being boys, hanging out.
Just hanging out in creative mode. 3.5 stars. An incel, a philosopher, and a jock walk into a cave.
That's my second one too. We literally have the same brain cell right now.
These are so good. 3.5 stars. He for real stole that guy's teeth. What happened with that? We never know.
I also have that one.
I'm glad that I'm cutting out some of them for you.
Yeah, getting down to my 15.
Okay. 0.5 star. Boring, shallow, and predictable. Chronicle is a teenager's wet dream, and it can never aspire to be more than that. The dialogue is cheesy, and the plot slowly becomes unbearable. The found footage gimmick gets tiring and stupid as the movie goes on. Filming at a funeral? Really? And
I feel like that's not an odd thing.
This one, I just wanted to screenshot a little bit of it, because I'm pretty sure this is one that went on forever.
Yeah.
So I just screenshotted a little bit of it, because I was like, okay, I can see where some of these points people would think, like, would agree.
Yeah, this person watched Carrie and Akira, and it's just like so predictable, this movie.
Yeah, literally has been done before. Okay, this one, 0.5 star. I feel like I could say a lot more about how this movie is almost sympathizing with the male mass shooter, particularly.
Kinda. Not really, not towards the end. I feel like we switched to more Matt's.
Yeah, but then like he's like, you're a good guy. See, this is one of the ones that people didn't like that part.
I can see that. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily agree, but
yeah. But then they go on to say, particularly the idea that bullying and social rejection specifically leads to mass violence against peers. The movie had more to say. It takes an angle on Andrew being an incel, buying into reactionary bioessentialism for like maybe 2 minutes, and that was interesting. Confused on the message this movie wants to convey, especially with the final scene of the film where the cousin tells Andrew and us directly that he's a good person, despite the amount of destruction he caused by lashing out and perpetuating his own loneliness maybe a minute before. Maybe there's a better take about incels and the male loneliness epidemic somewhere in here. I don't know. Whatever.
I feel like it's not that deep. I feel like Andrew could have been a good person if circumstances didn't push him down a certain path.
This movie was made in 2012. They weren't thinking like this.
No, not really.
I'll tell you that.
Josh Trank and Max Landis were probably not thinking like this.
No, and I mean, I can see now people watching it and being like, it's conveying negative things about obviously mass destruction and shootings. Quote unquote,
I feel like nowadays in a culture where mass shootings are a lot more prominent than they were back then, I can get that take.
Oh, definitely.
But like
if this was made today, this is what the take would be.
Yeah, I would probably be saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Just like, let's not side with the mass shooter. But this was, I don't know. To me, like I said, I'm not on Andrew's side, but I understand his circumstance and why it led him down that way.
I just feel like I don't think they were being that deep with this movie back then.
No, they just watched Akira and Carrie and it's just like, let's do that.
I get the read though. Understandable. That person has I mean they were confused because they're like, is this what I should be like? I don't know what they're conveying here. Yeah. I don't think a lot. I think they just wanted to make a movie about teenage boys with
just
powers.
Fucking around with powers. Yeah.
Also, other fun fact that I have, I didn't write this down, but I just remembered it right now. apparently they're trying to make a sequel to this.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that there hasn't been.
But I guess they announced it around like 2020, 2021, and it still isn't a thing.
I mean, same thing with Cloverfield. So.
But yeah, they're wanting to do it with an all female cast this time.
Because that's the way to go.
Yeah.
They did that with Ghostbusters. They're going to do it with this.
Exactly.
I don't mind that. I don't know. Would it feel like Mean Girls, but with superpowers?
I don't know.
Do you think that's a route that they would go?
Mean Girls is so good.
Yeah, but you can't capture that lightning in a bottle twice. Especially if you start adding superhero shit.
Well, especially when they tried making a Mean Girls 2 and it, like, sucked so hard.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Good
and
Lord.
The musical, too.
Oh, they made a musical as well?
Yeah, there was a musical remake that came out. Like,
is that good?
A couple years ago.
I know. I don't think so. Probably
I haven't seen it because I don't care. I like Mean Girls, but not that much.
I love how Mean Girls is a movie that I think everyone has seen.
I like how Mean Girls has Mean Girls in it.
Like, I just feel like everyone's seen it. Everyone enjoys it. It's such a quotable movie, too.
It very is. I consider it a comfort movie for me.
Like you said, that's lightning in a bottle.
Can't do it.
You can't do it again.
But yeah, Chronicle 2. Let's chronic harder.
It's chronic. It's Chronicle time.
Time to hit that chronic. I don't know. All right. So, Chronicle, 4 stars. Listen, I stand by the fact, not the theory, that Dane DeHaan is a fantastic actor who just forgets to pick good movies sometimes.
I saw that one too, yeah.
It's a shame, because I feel like Dane DeHaan should be a bigger star than he actually is. This one's weird. 4 stars from the director of Fan 4 Stick.
I don't know what that means.
Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay.
So on the poster, they have it written Fantastic Four, but the middle A is replaced with the 4. So people refer to it as Fan 4 Stick.
Okay.
But it's like, why would you give 4 stars to, like, the
Just
director who did that movie?
Yeah.
Because that movie's a hot pile of garbage. 3.5 stars. This is why you never want to give an incel superpowers.
It really is.
Yeah.
Exhibit
or any
A.
teenager. Don't give a fucking teenager superpowers. It will not go well.
Unless you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless
you're from the Marvel Universe, but any other time, no.
Well, it's because Peter Parker was raised well by his uncle.
Aunt and uncle, yeah.
With
They
great
weren't
power
abusive,
comes great responsibility.
Precisely. 0.5 star, bro, this wasn't good, and I loved Gladiator 2, so you know I'm the biggest film snob ever. Like, what?
I love how he's like, I loved a sequel to a movie, so you know I'm a film snob.
But Gladiator 2, not even Gladiator.
No, that's the thing.
Gladiator 2.
A sequel to a movie. No one ever likes a sequel to a movie.
I don't think anyone liked Gladiator 2. I haven't seen it because I don't care.
Like, is there a movie that you love a sequel to?
The Dark Knight.
Oh, okay.
The Dark Knight's a sequel to Batman Begins.
That is
Terminator 2.
I didn't even know that.
I was going to say Aliens, but you don't have that same opinion that I do.
Yeah.
Listen to that podcast, our Alien ranking.
Yeah. If y'all haven't listened to that fucking 6-hour, 2-episode podcast.
The two, like, 2.5 to 3 hour behemoths.
Yeah. Oof.
That was fun, though.
It was fun.
I went to 1 a.m. on that.
It was a good time. I know it feels so late today, probably because I worked before this. I feel like it's midnight right now. It's only 10:11.
Yeah. I know that you're probably really tired.
Oh, yeah. I'm,
0.5 star, some self-righteous prick of a writer and a dumbass director had a really bad idea that was making this movie.
Dang.
It's not really wrong about that writer, but
yeah.
I feel like this is probably the best thing that either of these guys have done.
It's a solid movie.
It's a solid movie. 0.5 star, rubbish, they get superpowers, that's it.
I mean,
this movie's garbage. It has a premise and it sticks to it.
I suppose so. I don't know. If you don't like a movie about, like, if you don't like superpower movies.
People. Superhero.
Thank you. Yeah. I got so scared.
You are tired.
I got so scared. I couldn't remember the name. Did you see the fear in my eye?
Yeah,
right now?
I
was
did.
Like, super.
You're just like, Cody, fucking help me right now. You're a fan of this genre. Tell me.
I was like, what is it called? Superhero movies. If you don't like those, don't go see a movie about superpowers.
Yeah, true enough.
That's my TED Talk for today. I'll get off my soapbox.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Half a star. Something MatPat joke something. Now, I don't get that.
I was wondering if you got this because I saw another comment about there being a MatPat joke in this.
Is there?
I didn't watch MatPat religiously.
Neither did I. I really only watched some of Film Theory.
Same. And a little bit of Game Theory. I liked his one about how tall Mario was.
Oh. The one that I liked was his theory on Blair Witch about how Josh and Mike were the killers.
I watched that one as well. I don't know what they mean by this.
I don't either. Jade. I know that Jade listens to MatPat more than we do. If you know, please let us know.
Please, because I was going to screenshot that. I was like, was there something about MatPat in this? I thought I missed it, and I was hoping maybe if you, like, I was like, did they reference him in this?
I don't get that.
Okay.
Well, this is 2012. I don't know when MatPat started.
I don't know either. Let me look it up.
When did Matthew Patthew start?
When did MatPat start? YouTube. 2009.
Oh shit, he's one of the OGs.
He launched his main, The Game Theorist, on August 22nd, 2009.
When did he start Film Theory though?
Let's see. Say? Oh, he launched his first official Game Theory episode in 2011.
Oh, okay.
And then
he was just doing like game tutorials before.
I don't know.
That would be funny.
He launched the Film Theorist in 2014.
Okay, so that just makes no fucking sense to me. Okay.
I miss him.
Me too. I've stopped watching anything from Game Theory or
after he left, I stopped watching.
I think most people did.
I'm sure the girl that he has doing it now is good, but
is
it's
it a
just
girl?
like
Anytime I see a short come up, it's always a guy doing it.
I think they have multiple people.
Okay.
Like it's like different crew members, but I think the main one is I forgot her name. She
wife?
No. She used to help him though, like behind the scenes. Like she was like a commenter.
I kind of figured that whatever crew MatPat had would like take over the channel when he goes.
Yeah, it's just hard because you get so used to seeing and hearing someone, and it's like I love.
Hey
him.
everyone, welcome to Game Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just a theory.
Well, now we just look forward to him cameoing in Five Nights at Freddy's movies every once in a while.
I'm just like, is that so cool?
I guess so.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It feels pandering to me, but whatever. We'll talk about it when we do that episode.
I don't know. It's just it's so fun.
MatPat, you're so great.
It's so fun. And then like Markiplier's movie, it's doing great.
Hey everyone, I'm Markiplier.
Hey everyone, it's Markiplier.
Welcome to Game Theory.
I can't do his voice. It's way too deep.
I have a deep voice, but even I can't do Markiplier.
Oh yeah, it's wild.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Half a star. Genuinely, what was this meant to be an allegory for?
I saw that one too.
Doesn't need to be an allegory for anything. Not really.
These freaking film reviewers being all trying to make things deeper than what they are.
I blame CinemaSins. Half a star. They don't make movies like this anymore, and that's probably for the best. Two muscle emojis. That's a bit harsh.
That's funny. It is. It's harsh.
This one confuses me. Half a star. A bullshit.
A bullshit.
That's it. That's all they wrote.
It's a bullshit.
It's a bullshit. I have two more. Half a star. There is a rage burning inside of me that cannot be quelled. That just reminded me of in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when Glenn. Is that the?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Jade though watches it.
Jade
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, I'm gonna fact check myself.
Who's Glenn? Jade, let us know right now, please.
Always Sunny.
Thanks for letting us know, Jade. I appreciate that.
Dennis, played by Glenn Howerton. That's where I'm getting confused. But Dennis like goes off on a rampage on this guy. Hold on. Sunny in Philadelphia. Look at me, a man bringing up a YouTube video.
That never has happened before. Philadelphia. Do you like cream cheese?
Depends.
Okay. Do you like cream cheese like in sweets?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not a fan.
It reminds me of this. Anyway, that quote reminded me of that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia quote.
I like that.
And then half a star to end it on. More like a Josh Tranquilizer. This is a boring film, folks.
Am I right?
Fucking got him.
Got him. I love that.
Anyway, yeah, that was Chronicle.
That was Chronicle. We hope y'all enjoyed that.
Yeah. Let us know if you did enjoy it. What you guys thought of Chronicle.
I would like to know, and your take on it, and if you feel like if it had a deeper meaning.
What are you, an incel or a communist? Let us know below.
Know, please. Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for listening to us, guys.
Yes.
If you're watching on YouTube, give us a subscribe. Maybe hit the notification bell or something like that.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Give us a like. That would be awesome.
Subscribe.
And then subscribe.
That'd be dope.
Hit that. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash
I'll never get tired of doing that YouTuber thing. But yeah, if you're listening on Spotify, rate us, follow us, comment down below, let us know, and follow us on our social media, Facebook and Instagram, and also shout out to our editor Jade.
Thank you, Jade.
Thank you, Jade, for everything you do.
We love you.
I love your Misery thumbnail from the Misery episode that just went up. Very good, very funny.
Oh, it cracked me up. Just freaking Kathy Bates.
Just with the knife, and we're just like, ugh. Very good. I like it. But yeah, that's all for this week, and I guess we'll see you guys next week, and stay crispy.
Stay crispy.
Stay crispy as Michael B. Jordan was when he got struck by lightning.
Too soon. My boy.
Too soon. This movie came out 14 years ago. What are you talking about?
Steve, why?
But yeah, I guess stay powerful, not spooked, because this is not a horror film.
Not spooked. Yeah, stay
super.
Stay super. That's a good one.
That's also something we didn't really emphasize. This is like our first superhero film, technically.
It is our first superhero film. That is correct.
Maybe our last. I don't know. We probably won't cover all of the Marvel movies.
Oh no, that'd be crazy. But stay creepy since we're doing Creep.
Oh yeah, next week we're doing Creep. Stay tuned for that because Jade will be joining us for that episode. It's gonna be interesting because I still have yet to watch this movie. I plan on watching at least twice this coming week. Once to just watch it and absorb it, and then another time to like write my notes.
I'm avoiding it. I started watching Child's Play movies because we're doing the ranking soon, and I was like, I'm gonna finish that before I start Creep because
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm very much looking forward to this episode because I know you and Jade have different opinions on this movie.
Very different.
And I'm excited to see where I'm going to fall on this spectrum.
I can't wait to see, because I don't even know how you would feel.
Because I don't know what's going to be funnier, to either side with you, to side with Jade, or to be somewhere in the middle.
You might be somewhere in the middle. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see, though.
We'll see.
Y'all will see.
Stay tuned for that for next week because that's going to be fun. But anyway, yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.